Hello, everybody. Welcome to
Hi.
tonight's reading sprints that are in honor of my birthday, but my birthday was like 2 days ago. But I was busy. Now I'm on break, so I'm not as busy. Still have homework to do though, so might do some of that on the sprints. I don't know. Um,
No, you can't do homework. I'm
I
vetoing it.
can. I very much can.
They
Oh
gave you
God, it's
homework.
not muted. Jeez, sorry. I heard myself from the other tab. No, I can do homework. I have to because I have an assignment that I got an extension for that's due tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Then yeah.
Yeah, because it was due on my birthday, and I was like, I'm not doing that. Mm-mm. Hello, Monty. And if y'all want to introduce yourselves and say what y'all are reading, not the surprise guest, of course.
Who wants to go first?
Sarah, go
I
ahead.
guess I'll go.
Okay, Vina, go ahead. I was just calling someone out.
Yeah. So my name is Vina. My channel is Miss WC Reader. I do have Valentine for Christmas to read, but I'm probably going to do a little bit of writing because I started a nano project and I haven't really been working on it.
Okay, yeah. Sarah, go next.
Hi, hello. I'm Sarah from Sarah's Shelves, and I'm in the middle of 3 books right now, but I'm hoping to finish this because it won't take me that long to get through.
What is that?
It's poetry. I'm not liking it, but I just need to finish it.
Oh, you're not liking it.
I'm not liking it, but then as soon as I finish that, then I'll hop back into the violence, which
Are you liking that?
Yes.
Oh, okay, period.
I'm on page 85, and I'm loving it so far.
Not page 85. Okay, Mayana.
Okay, so my name is Mayana from I don't even know what channel I'm on, honestly.
You know what? Yeah.
Maya Core, Mayana Reads, whatever. I'm gonna read, I think, either Scrooged by V. Keelan and Penelope
Douglas?
No.
Penelope Ward.
Yeah, Penelope Ward. Or
they always write together.
Huh?
They always write together.
Yes, they write better together than apart, and I will say that. Because I've read them both together and separately, and they're definitely better together. Or I'm gonna read the Xmas. I don't know who the author is though.
Okay.
Those are both Kindle Unlimited books.
Hi, Cool Gamer. Cool Gamer's in every live, and I don't know their name.
Yeah,
and that's okay because they want privacy or something. But I don't know what to call them ever. I don't know what I'm gonna read because I just finished my audiobook that I was reading for like 2 weeks. I finally finished it today. I finished Finley Donovan. And like, I really
took you 2 weeks.
Not because of the book, because of life.
Yeah.
It wasn't really the book. Yeah, I really was like bold in my TBR because last month I really was doing well, and this month, no. So I don't know what I'm gonna read because I kind of want an audiobook, but I don't know. I might read this first because I've been trying to read this and I haven't been able to. But I was gonna highlight it, but I forgot the highlighter that I was using at home or at school. This is home. Okay, whatever. But I have more, so I might just switch colors. But the color was matching the cover, so now I'm kind of sad.
Oh yeah, I would just tab it and then not write in it.
But I wasn't even gonna tab it. I was just gonna highlight.
Well, I'm saying tab it to kind of mark where you want
maybe
to highlight it.
Yeah, because look, it was this blue, and then the cover has the same blue.
Was that on your TBR for the end of the year?
It was, or I think it was on my November TBR. But it's just, I know it won't take me that long because it's Eric LaRocca.
So good.
And it's signed.
Yeah, I have the same one.
Woo!
Wait, which book is that?
They Were Here Before Us. It's their newest one.
Now, okay, this is a weird question, but what size is the book? Is it the size of their other 2 books or the size of
this? I would say it's smaller than We Can Never Leave This Place, which is
I don't know if it is.
Yeah, I'm okay, smaller than this one.
Oh, you mean the actual
yeah.
It's
the diameter.
I thought you were saying the length, and I was like,
Oh my bad. No, I meant the width because
I can go get them during the sprint to show you because I have all of them here.
something about that like really irritates me. How we can never leave this place is so.
It's so
freaking
big.
It's
It looks
bigger
like it
than
was
any book I own.
flattened by like a rolling pin or something.
Literally. I think I'm going to pick up the lit fic book I have in my TBR for today because it's shorter than romance. See, did you say you're trying to finish 12 books for a video? I love it for you, Monty. I believe in you. Hello, Blake. Reading The Deal by Elle Kennedy.
Love that
I
one.
like that one. It's not as good as, what's the other one?
The Chase.
The Chase. The Chase 8, okay? You know I
Which
love
one
The
was The
Chase.
Chase?
The Chase is the first one in the second series.
I skipped that one to read.
No,
the
my
No,
honor, that
don't
one's
do
so
that.
good.
I read it twice.
It's so good, my honor. Because I read The Chase first because for my book club Swoon Sisters, we used to do it by trope. And so that book just happened to fit the trope, you know? So that's why we chose that one. And then I read The Deal, and The Deal was not as good. The Chase eats, leaves no crumbs. I love that.
I skipped it and then I got spoiled because literally the second paragraph in the second book was like my roommate and her boyfriend. I was like, okay.
I know, but the way that it plays out,
Yeah.
and you know the romance, like if you read the synopsis, you know the two characters.
That's true.
Mhm.
But the
I
way
may
that
go
it
back.
plays,
I want to be like I'm kind of done with that series. I want to say I'm done with Elle Kennedy, but I'm really not.
okay,
Yeah.
but The Chase is so good.
It is. I mean, overall, I like the off-campus series better than Briar U, and like The Chase is the first book in the Briar U series, but like The Chase is the best one out of those.
Both series. Is that what you're saying? Or out of
Not
just
out of both series, but like
just
out
out
of
of
the
Briar
Briar
U?
U series.
okay.
I don't know. The second one was really good to me, but I'll give it a try.
Monty's reading 20 books.
I just knew you said you had 12 left. So
I'm trying to read 20 books before the end of the year to hit 250 for the year.
Yeah, I have to read. I'm at 35 now, so I have to read 25 this month and 25 next month to hit 200.
You can
nice.
do it.
I think I just want to surpass the max that I've ever hit. And I think the max, I thought it was 111, and then I looked back and it says 110. I think it's lying, but because I swore in my head I knew that it was 111 because I was like, oh, 111, you know, angel number. So I swear Goodreads is tripping, but I'm almost there.
I spent hours updating my Goodreads the other day with like all my physical TBR and stuff like that, and I kind of wish I never did, but at the same time, like I'm glad it's all updated. But now I know exactly how many books I own that I have not read, and I'm like,
Oh, I hate that.
I
hate
need to
it.
unhaul like 1 million books because this is stressing me out.
I hate that. But I think now I'm at 109, I think. So I only need to read one more to hit what Goodreads says that I hit. I know that it was 111 though. So I really need to read 2 more. But I need to finish this book for class. Even though I technically don't have to, I want to. And there's another book that we only read half of for class, and I want to finish that one too. So
I thought you
And
were
then I
saying
need
you
to
had
finish it.
109 on your on your TBR. I was like, whoa, that's really good.
on my TBR on Goodreads.
No, like just in general, you were like, okay, I have 109, and I was like,
Oh
that's
no,
way
read
lower.
for this year. But bro, I need to finish it. That book is killing me. I haven't even picked that book up since July, and every time I look at it, a part of my soul leaves my body.
Speaking of Goodreads, do you know who I'm absolutely obsessed with on Goodreads?
Who?
Vina. I'm obsessed with her Goodreads. Like every time I get on there, I'm like, okay, what has she read? And like whenever I need recommendations, I literally go to her Goodreads. Like I'm obsessed.
I love that.
Thank you.
That's so cute.
I try.
Yeah,
But this year's
that's
been
why-
rough.
Yeah, it has been for everybody. That's why I try and leave at least a sentence. Because if you just see a rating, I feel like
Yeah,
I like a little sentence, even if you're just like screaming, throwing up.
exactly.
Just give me 2 words. Give me something. Hello, Haley. Thank you. You're reading Temper by Lane Fargo. Oh, is this for Haley's her Patreon book club? I'm pretty sure this is the book for this month because I'm
I
part
like
of her
Monty's
Patreon.
Goodreads. Monty's Goodreads has me cracking up. His little
Oh.
updates. Even one of
Oh,
my
yeah.
author friends, she's like, I love watching Monty talk about these books.
Blake, you need to read The Chase. It's so good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm reading Bad Alpha by Catherine Moon. Only have about 2 hours left in the audiobook, and it's really good. I've never even heard of this. I feel like I've heard of Catherine Moon, though. Maybe?
Reading smut on audiobook, you are brave.
I do that.
I do that.
If there's an audiobook, I'm gonna listen to it.
I have it
Except,
on in
I'm
the car,
sorry.
like just turned all the way up.
I want to read Layla, right? And I got the audiobook for it, but I literally don't know what happened in like the first 100 pages because the audiobook narrator was so terrible. And that never happens to me because literally, you know, when you can like have Alexa read to you, you know, with the little accessibility thing, and that's fine. But the audiobook narrator for Layla, no. So I don't know what I'm gonna read after I finish Eric LaRocca. I have hobbies, or I love myself. I ain't never trying to read 200 books. It's not worth finishing, I promise. The updates are my favorite part of Goodreads, and it pains me when I do secret videos because I can't update. I'm a terrible updater, to be honest. You know what I need to update, though? My Storygraph. Because normally I would update Goodreads and Storygraph at the same time, but then I stopped, and then now I'm like too far.
I'm so behind. I just updated my Storygraph, and I'm also now behind again.
No, I've been behind for a couple months. So I have probably at least like 40 to 50 books I need to put on Storygraph.
Yeah, that's how many I just put in there. And like I said, I'm behind again. So
I told myself that I was just going to do it at the end of the year.
Yeah.
We'll see if that actually happens.
You could always, because apparently if you import from Goodreads, like it'll duplicate things.
Yeah, that's annoying.
So I'm just like, I made an account for Storygraph. I don't even know if I added anything to it. So I'm just going to delete everything and then try to do it. Because I do like some of the, you know, extra things that Storygraph has that Goodreads doesn't. But like, I feel as though I will never fully just use Storygraph.
Yeah. Yes, like I'm following somebody who's like literally trying to spread this Storygraph agenda, and I'm like, girl, I don't think it's working. I can't just give up on Goodreads. Like I've been using Goodreads since I was literally 13. Like that's literally 11 years now. I can't.
Yeah.
I like the comments though on Goodreads, and Storygraph doesn't have that.
Exactly.
Like I love reading my honest comments for her reviews because they are hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, I love reading yours. That's why I'm like, that is so funny.
Yeah, I know that Haley uses only Storygraph, but also Haley does in-depth reviews every single month. So, like, I don't feel like I'm really missing out, but like, I can't do wrap-ups that much. She really does a wrap-up and reviews every book in-depth every month. No.
Could never be me. I wouldn't remember like the first 5 books I read that month.
No,
just be like, literally. I read this. It was fine. I think I gave it this rating.
Literally, when I quit BookTube, I was like, one thing I'm not gonna miss is having to remember the plot lines of books. And then 2 weeks later, I'm like, actually, I don't quit BookTube. So now I have to go back and look at the plot lines of all these books for my next wrap up, and I'm so irritated.
That's what I do for wrap ups. I check my Goodreads reviews, and sometimes I'll even like record out what I'm gonna say and then have to refilm it.
That's actually so smart.
That is smart. And hi, Kennedy, reading Temper. See, this is for Haley's book club. Thank you, Pat. And hello. Though the secret video is so obscure, I think only one person would see how the books are related. Oh. Only one person. Interesting. Not the end of the year. But, like, when do I have time, Auntie? I have to do it at the end of the year, even though my winter break is a measly 2 weeks. Last year I had 5.
Whoa.
This year I have 2. Okay.
That's a whole month.
I know. And I will say, okay, I have to leave like 3 days later than everybody else because of RA stuff. And then I also come back like 4 or 5 days before everybody else. But that's like a week. So where did the other 2 weeks go? That's still 2 weeks missing from the timeline. I'm about to email the chancellor. The chancellor of my college is the highest paid chancellor in the whole United States. His name is William Randolph Woodson, but he goes by Randy.
Thank you for telling us his full name.
You're welcome. And I have a picture with him too, but I'm about to take the picture and I'm going to print it out and do the little scribbles all over his face, and I'm going to pin it on his door.
They're about to trace everything right back to this exact video. Hey,
I'm okay with it because Randolph has me mad. Got me real mad. I made a Storygraph when it was in beta, and I have never signed in again. I like Storygraph, but I feel like it's like something that you use in addition to something else.
Yeah. But it's hard to keep track of both. Like, I would rather just
No.
stick to one.
I used to be so good at it, and I just
Yeah, and I used to just use Storygraph because I'm like, okay, it has half stars. But then once I started using the half stars on Storygraph, I was like, oh, this is kind of useless because I don't even remember what half stars I like. I don't remember what books I gave what half stars
yeah.
because Goodreads doesn't have that, and I go based off my Goodreads reviews. So
Yeah, in my Goodreads review, I just put actual rating, and then I put if I gave it a half star.
Same.
yeah, I do that. But then it's like I update so much that it's easier to just like you know how like when you're updating a book, it doesn't show you your review as well. So it's
Yeah.
like I don't want to click on it because then then you like click back and then it refresh the whole thing. Because Goodreads is like slow.
Yeah, and then you have to like scroll all the way back down.
Yeah, so I'm like I don't even. Maybe I could write down what half stars I gave them, but it's just so much work.
No. What even is Hive? I've heard of this, but I don't know what it is.
Everybody on Twitter's joining it, but I heard it has no legal team. They said the app for Android doesn't work, and I'm like, well, if the app for Android doesn't work, I can't use it because it only has an app.
Yeah, they only have an app. It's like Instagram and Tumblr and Twitter all in one. It's pretty like fun so far, but the legal team thing.
Yeah. Everything's trying to blow up like Be Real, and it's just not gonna happen. Be Real was like a once in a decade type thing.
I don't know. I can see Hive. I literally have had Hive for like 2 years now. Like it's not like just like a new thing. But the thing is no one ever wants to like. Everyone's always like, I want a new social media app, and then when one comes out, people are like, no, we don't. We don't need anything new. So like people can't really make up their mind. On
Yeah, but Twitter's like dying now that Elon bought that. So.
Yeah,
we'll figure it out. Someone said they think Tumblr is going to come back. So
Tumblr never left in my household. Tumblr went.
They said Tumblr and MySpace. I don't know about Miss MySpace, but
yeah, I don't know about MySpace, but I know Tumblr never left in my. I literally have used Tumblr literally every day, like since I made it one.
Yeah,
my Tumblr was a fan account, so it's not like I can go recover it because I'm not into that fandom anymore. So I just have to start over.
Yeah. Monty said, I could care less if you remember the plot to give me the vibes, the impression it gave you. Exactly. That's what I like. I don't know. Your little RA duties be killing you. Bruh. And literally in December, because I had COVID at the beginning of the year, I still have to do the same amount of duty days as everybody else. But they wouldn't let me just like pick one more a month or something. They're just push them all to December. So like now I'm basically on duty like every other day. Like I'll be on duty Monday, have off Tuesday, on duty Wednesday. Not on duty Thursday, on duty Friday. And I'm like, I have finals. Do y'all want me to
plan
die?
little events too for your like people?
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't think we have to do any in December. I know that we just have one this upcoming Monday, but then I have to go pick up the cookies for the event. I don't want to drive all the way to Insomnia Cookies to pick up cookies. I don't want to have to tell them to give me a tax exempt receipt. It's too much. They do have me living in the ghetto. We've seen like 2 roaches.
Oh no.
At least only been 2, and they were like months apart. Like one was like September, and then one was like November. So, nah.
No, like full on doxing, like first, middle, and last name.
Nah. If he has a whole mansion, the Chancellor's mansion, I'm gonna come knocking. You can actually have dinner with him, or lunch or something. I'm gonna sign up just so I can chat with him about everything. What are y'all reading? I think this.
Maybe I should like download a picture of my book or something.
This is what I always do. Monty, please, I'm weak. No, me too. Me too. The trash be sitting there full for like 3 days. I'm not taking it out if I just took it out the past 3-4 times. Okay, I'm gonna just let it sit there and marinate.
Or like
it's an apartment. It's an apartment with 3 other people. But no, if I just took out the trash the last 3 times, I'm just gonna let it marinate. And if a roach comes, then that'll teach you your lesson. Oh, it's swiped.
Oh, I've seen that one.
That looks cute.
They have good Christmas books. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I do love my spreadsheet. Okay, I like Be Real.
I love Be Real. I actually have to update mine for today.
Oh, there was one that went out like 30, 40 minutes ago. I actually do love Be Real, and I generally take the pictures. Like
Yeah,
I've taken a Be Real in the shower before.
yeah, I have to. Then I have to retake because I'm like, oh, this is very, very personal.
No, and then someone I know said that they know someone who took a Be Real while they were having sex. I was like, that's a
Oh
lot.
my God.
I was like, y'all are really being real out here, huh?
That's
For
the
real.
dedication, honestly.
They really did. Okay. So do we want ambiance or do we just want the kitty timer?
Not that I hate the kitty timer.
You hate the kitty. I like the cat.
I
think
just don't
it's
like it
cute.
because of the meows because I always think it's Apple, and then I get so confused.
I bring my phone in the shower with me to play music if I'm not going to be in there for a long time. If I'm washing my hair, I'll bring a speaker. But if I'm just going to be in there for 2 seconds, then
Oh,
I
I
just bring
full
my
on
phone.
don't care. Like I'll bring my phone, and I've gotten water damage twice on like 2 different
Yeah.
phones. It's
And
kind of
sometimes, like, there's like the little towel bar like right next to the shower, and so like sometimes I'll like prop my phone like this on the bar so I can watch Netflix while I'm showering.
I listen to audiobooks sometimes. I put it right next to the shower.
I want to try that so bad, but I love music too much. Like I have to like have a full blown concert.
Yeah, that's me with driving. It's like I want to be the girl who listens to audiobooks every time she gets in the car, but like I just need a like driving already pisses me off. So like maybe the music will calm me down a little bit.
Yeah. I like to alternate. I'll sometimes listen to a podcast, sometimes listen to music, sometimes listen to audiobooks.
Yeah. I normally listen to audiobooks if I know that like I'm almost done with the book.
Mm.
No, of course I'm gonna watch Netflix.
I'm always worried that somebody's gonna hack into my phone though and see my camera, you know? Like
Oh, like someone's gonna
same
hack
goes
your
for like
phone?
your laptop, you know,
Wait,
where
for what?
we'll
Like
put
someone's
stuff-
gonna hack your phone so they can see in the camera?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't really care. They've probably already seen it. What else am I supposed to do? If someone really wants to know or see something, they're gonna figure it out. So at that
I mean,
point,
true.
Sarah is how I be plotting how I'm gonna drag a book. I'm weak. Hello, thank you. Audiobooks in the car definitely be giving me road rage. Miss Jackson really has me in last minute. I'm screaming. I'm trying to find a fall ambiance because I'm a fall ambiance.
I don't drive, so I can't join in this conversation.
Yesterday in the morning, somebody cut me off and I held down my horn. This has never happened before. Like I've honked at people because I have road rage and like whatever. But I held down my horn and I flicked them off and I was like, maybe I should simmer down. But the serotonin that flowed through my veins after that happened, like I felt so good. Like I had gotten a weight lifted off my chest or something, just getting all that anger out.
No, literally, I be flipping people off all the time when I drive. Thank you, Heather.
Driving used to give me a lot of anxiety. So for a while, I would just like have to like have silence. Now I'm doing audiobooks a little bit, but my commute is so short. It's like 7 minutes. So there's no time to really listen to anything.
Oh, yeah.
That would be me. I would just drive in silence, like.
Oh no, I could absolutely never.
Or like
Not
the music at the lowest it could get.
Oh no. I don't want to hear anything. The ambulance, no. If I just want to see the lights. That's it. I don't want to be able to hear anybody, anything. Mm-mm.
Not even my own thoughts. I just want.
Yeah, exactly. That's the whole point.
I need noise.
Yeah, I really do put the music as loud as possible. And then every time I come home and I like pull up to the house, my mom's like, "I can hear your music all the way in the bedroom," and I was like, "Well, it wasn't even all the way up. I turned it down for you, so I don't know what to tell you." I really do be turning it down for her, and she's like, "I can still hear it." Like, what am I supposed to do? Just
I know if black
turn it
moms,
off?
all black moms want to do is complain.
They truly do. Like, get a hobby, please. I told her to pick up crocheting, knitting, something. All she does is watch videos of people camping.
She sounds like my mom, except my mom watches videos of people on cruises.
Oh wow. Okay. You know, my mom really needs to get a hobby.
Is she doing something with these camping skills she's learning, or
No. She has no interest in going camping. None. So I don't know, like
It'd be one thing if she was like prepping. Like
no,
I'm
she's
gonna
not.
watch how
She
they
just
do
watches
it.
them. Like I get it. Maybe they're like relaxing or something, you know? But like that and sleeping being your only hobbies is a little concerning. Come on. I'm not trying to do her like that. Sorry.
Imagine your mom was just like watching it.
I told her not to watch it, and she was like, "I never watch your live shows. I just put
Oh.
them after." Like she'll like, because she thinks I don't know why, but like when I was trying to get my watch hours right, I would tell her to like watch my videos in the background so I could get monetized. But now she like still does that, and she'll like just put on the live shows, and I'm like, I guess I'm getting some sense, but like I don't think it's really helping me that much. But thank you. She just puts everything in the background.
I refuse to give my mom my channel. She's like, "Oh, you should tell me what your channel is so I can have my people from work watch it." I'm like, "No."
Oh no.
Yeah, you're so smart. My mom literally has. She tells like any family member, people from work. One time, and my dad watches it. One time, my dad literally snitched on me, and my mom called me during the live stream. My dad was like in the live stream, so like snitched. I was doing like tarot reading, and he like literally texted my mom to ask if she was on the phone with me because he could see her. It was a lot.
Oh wow. Turning it down, yeah. I don't know I've ever listened to an audiobook without following along in the book. Yeah, so I used to do that and I used to love it, but then now I just like my eyes get tired. I'm like, let me just shut my eyes while I listen to the audiobook. She just enjoys it. I'm not mad that she enjoys the camping vlogs, but I need her to get a hobby so she stops nagging me. Okay?
She's never gonna stop.
Oh, I wish. Just always. I definitely used to play my live streams in the background, but I just like the sound. See, I don't like the sound of my voice.
Could never be me.
So I just started doing it, and I find it really relaxing for some reason. But if I don't have the physical copy of a book, I'll play a game on my phone or something. Yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah.
I like the little coloring games and stuff.
That's why I took up playing games on the Switch, like games that like I don't need to like actually listen to it, and I'll just play like those kind of games. And that's also why I took up crocheting. So because I don't like following along. In the book, I like just doing random stuff. I usually tend to like scroll through social media, which is why I took up crocheting instead.
Yeah, I want to get a Switch. I remember in 2020 when we got like our little COVID checks, I was trying to convince my mom to give me the money from my check so that I could buy a Switch. And I think she gave me the money, but she convinced me not to get a Switch. And I kind of regret it. Maybe I'll get one because Mayana, I'm about to work at Target for 2 weeks for the holidays. Like 30, 40 hours a week.
Yeah, you probably get it with that check. I think it's around the holiday time. Oh gosh, I miss working at Target so bad now. Like
it's not going to be swamped for the holidays.
That's what I'm telling Mayana. It's going to be terrible.
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely.
But it'll only be 2 weeks, and then after that, I'm only going to work like once a week. So and it'll only be like a morning shift for like 5 hours.
And is it 30 hours to those 2 weeks or 30 hours?
No, I told her to work me as much as possible because I want that money. My bank.
You work at Starbucks. Like at least when I worked in the style team, like honestly, the holidays were busy, but they weren't any different for me because nobody like people. I don't know. People don't really like to be bothered while they shop, which is why I like working at Target because they don't like other stores I worked at. They'd be like, talk to the guests, like talk to them, like. But Target, nobody wants to talk to you. They just want to get in and go shopping. So the only people who really want to talk to you are people who like to talk. Honestly,
but Starbucks.
Yeah, so I know, but that Starbucks line, girl.
I know, but you know what's crazy? So like we had someone who was like, we called her like our unofficial manager of like Starbucks, but she was like the same type of employee as us. They just gave her more responsibilities, but now they created a new position for her where she's the Starbucks team lead. I never heard of such a thing. And our team lead for Deli Bakery and Starbucks is now just a team lead for Deli and Bakery. Thank God, because honestly, hated her. Hope that she steps on a Lego, to be frank. And she has kids too. I know she do. So
I don't know. The people who are like the actual team leads of Starbucks are just nasty people. Like our Starbucks team lead, like she was just such a nasty lady. Everybody hated her. The guests, like she was just so mean to everybody for no reason. Our Starbucks is wild. People used to like smoke weed, like in the store, like in the Starbucks. I'm like, y'all are crazy.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I could see that. I used to work in food, including a place that serves Starbucks, and you got to have your vice.
Yeah, but the person who's like the new team lead of Starbucks, she's actually pretty nice. So I'm happy that she's my boss now and not the other woman. because I am going back to campus then. And then, like, literally, when everybody leaves for those 3 days, I have to make a new bulletin board. The last one took me like 12 hours to do total. It took me forever. And then I have to work so much. And then I come back to campus and then I have to do more RA training. Even though I did 2 weeks in the summer, not enough. Got to do more days. And then I go back to classes where I have move in, where I have to help everybody move in, and then I have classes. I'm just literally just going to die at this point. So if you guys just never hear from me again, it's because I collapsed from exhaustion, like in The Sims. When the Sims die from exhaustion, that's going to be me.
You're doing a lot because you're working, going to school, and running a channel. I was struggling to work and go to school at the same time. I wasn't even reading during the school year.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I'm here.
Yeah, I genuinely thought, I'm not gonna lie, over the summertime, I said, well, goodbye to Deja. I ain't never seen her again to the summer.
Hey, I post like once a week.
Yeah.
Like once-ish a week.
We were doing really good. I genuinely thought I was never gonna see you again.
Like,
No,
you don't
I'm
take
here.
naps?
I'm here. I don't know how coffee jobs have been your favorite because working at Starbucks is hell. Okay?
I mean, I worked at a smoothie shop, which is pretty similar to a coffee shop. And I was like, okay. But we weren't that popular at the time.
It's not the same, I promise. Starbucks customers, no, coffee shop customers, it's because they need their coffee. They're just crabby.
Yeah.
And especially at Target, the Target demographic is just so I am wishing it on everybody tonight. It's for my birthday. You know, I get 20 wishes because I turned 20. So this is me making little wishes at a time. We're going to sprint in 3 minutes. Okay, so I could stop talking. The way my sim was on the verge of death this morning from exhaustion in The Sims 4, having sims that die in The Sims 4 is very difficult. Now, in The Sims 2,
one of my sims just caught on fire, and I was like, well, actually, two of my sims caught on fire. And I was like, I didn't know what to do because I play on 3 times the speed. So I was confused on what to do. And I hadn't had a sim like die in so long. I didn't even know that someone catching on fire was possible.
yeah.
That's exactly what I thought of, though. Like that movie, 16.
Okay, but these ones in the front, they just want to be like this. And this is not cute. Okay, I have to like. Okay, there we go. No, but in The Sims 2, you know, them Sims would die all of the time. Them Sims 2 Sims, they could not live. I remember once I made this whole rooftop where I put all these arcade games. I was impressed. I was like, go up there. Go up there, girl. Girl died on the stairs. Gravestone on the stairs. In The Sims 2, you couldn't even move the gravestone. So now I was like, well, how am I supposed to, my Sim supposed to get up there? Like, she was walking the stairs. Nobody else could get up there. So, like, I was like, you really just ruined it. I couldn't even play with you up there. You just died on the stairs.
I love The Sims 2 because of the Grim Reaper. And that was like my favorite part of the game. So I purposely would try to kill my Sims so I could get the Grim Reaper to come.
Not purposefully. Do y'all want to sprint for a long time, a short time? Not too short, though. 25 minutes is my minimum because I take 15 minutes to focus.
You know, I like longer sprints, so.
Oh, yeah, you be doing them hour sprints. I normally am like a 45 type girl, but I don't know if 45 is too long for some people. You like a long sprint, Monty? I think Monty has priority because 90% of these comments have been Monty's comments.
No, he's keeping this chat alive.
For real. There's 18 people here, and how many of y'all have talked? Y'all being real silent. Where's my happy birthday? Drop the happy birthday in the chat. Barely any of y'all has said happy birthday. It's
45 works for me too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna share the screen. I did a little ambiance. I listen to this ambiance all the time. It's the cozy cabin. Why did it do that? Does it look like that for y'all? It was set
really
up all perfect.
small.
It was set up perfect and fine, and then when I shared the screen, it just all went small.
It's like, here's your ambiance, and it's like a tiny little
That was
box.
just so weird. Maybe they're viewing at work. Oh, thank you, Blake. I wasn't trying to call you out, Blake. I'm sorry, Sarah, that your face is being
No,
blocked.
you're fine. Nobody needs to
trying to get
see me
fired.
anyways.
No, they're fake. Okay. It's 35. So I'm gonna start the ambiance timer. Hello.
Oh, it's so dark.
It's okay. How did
Hello.
I am on page 22. I got to the second part.
I'm on page 22 as well.
And then I read or listened to 4% of Legendborn. That's what I decided I'm going to do for my audiobook.
Nice.
Okay, and Sarah, wait a second. With this book, right? It's the fact about the eyes. Again? Eric and these eyes.
Yeah, I know.
Not her eyes will always belong to me.
No, but like
Your eyes today?
that's why I'm like, okay, I love the homage, you know?
Eric.
Yeah. It's everything.
How did everybody else do?
Well, I did a little bit of writing, and then like what you guys were talking about earlier about like adding stuff besides a rating, I went in and added a review to one of my Goodreads review books that I forgot to do a review for. And then I remembered that I had to write a review for another book that I just finished yesterday, so I wrote that.
That's good.
I'm on, like I said, I'm on page 22 of my book. This entire time it's an anthology, so imagine my confusion when it's like it's like the next book title and it has a new character's name, and I'm like, what's going on here? Because the last story wasn't really like it's like short Christmas stories, but the last one wasn't even like finished. So I was like, who the hell is this?
Interesting. Yeah. I finished Time as a Mother and I gave it 1.5 stars. Like, I did not like it at all. And then now I'm back in this and I got to part 2. So I'm on page 105.
That's good.
And something shocking happened. Like, I was like, what the heck is going on? Because this is a 500-page, like, thriller, right? Or, like, thriller vibe type of book.
I heard mixed things about it because it is so long.
Yeah, same.
It's so long, but at the same time, I'm like, okay, you have my attention, though.
120 pages and finished roasting my veggies for salsa. That's so cute. The short story dilemma happened to me with her bodies and other parties. Oh, yeah. But also, Mayana, look, I got the books for you. I honestly didn't know where they were, and I was like, where did my whole Eric LaRocca collection go? But it was on the stairs in a pile of other books that aren't even mine. Literally, it's like some random books. It's like a book about Jesus, and then it's like a thug romance. And I'm like, Mom, this is really
that was your mom, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so the thing is that I noticed is these books, I don't even know if you could tell, maybe with this other one, things have gotten worse. Or no, let me see. Yeah, so this one they tried to like match the size, but it's not perfect. It's like it has like this much, which makes it more irritating to me on the top and the bottom, where it's like just it's a little off.
Slightly, yeah. But like we can never leave this place is just the outlier for sure. Yeah,
I know, but I would rather them honestly have made both of these this size than make this one almost match these, but not. It's like so close, but not. It's like, huh? Why is there this much? And this one, these are both from Bad Hand Books. All of these 3 ones are from Bad Hand Books. That's why they're the same size. This one's from somebody else.
Well, I don't know. Whoever did that one don't need to do it again because that's honestly not even the size of. Why is it the size of a hardback book?
I don't know why they did that, but it's from a different publisher.
It's not even like a regular paper. It's like literally the size of a tall hardcover book.
I don't know what they were thinking. Got to page 60 of Temper. Are you liking it?
The ratings for that book are so low. Like I was looking at all of my books from lowest to highest, and Temper has like a 3.5, I think. But like I don't know how low that is for some people, but looking at everything else, I was like, whoa, that's kind of
a little low.
That's not that low to me.
No. Most of the books I read are 3.5 and under.
Right.
I
And
mean,
also,
same, but like looking at it compared to, but I feel like ratings are much higher now for a lot of books.
Yeah,
Like, I used
most
to
things I would
never see
like.
books that were like 4 stars.
Yeah,
and
I feel like
also,
most things average like 0.7, 0.8
I like
around there.
seeing books that are around 3.5 because books that are 4 stars just lets me know that everybody who read it like gave it 5, which you would think is good,
But
but
it's not.
I don't trust people who, and like no
No.
offense to people who actually do, but I don't trust people who rate everything 4 or 5 stars. I just can't.
Yeah. And like
I don't
I
trust
won't
books.
make that won't deter me from reading a book per se because I don't really trust Goodreads average rating. Like I just don't really
No, like this 3.05. It's basically 3 stars for this. This
Yeah.
is
All of
it's,
my
excellent.
it's a masterpiece though. So like I just don't
Exactly. You're
understand.
just delusional.
same with like Catherine House. Everyone hates Catherine House. I'm like, that is
Yeah,
such a
I like
great
that book a lot, and BookTube hates that book.
It's a good book. Like
It is a good book.
it's better than Bunny. I'm not gonna lie. It's better than Bunny.
Well, that's bold.
I think people go into Catherine House expecting her to be like fighting this secret society of people in the school, and that's not what she's trying to do in the book. So they get
Right.
upset.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I need her to write another book. Honestly.
Period. Someone's making spinach dip, and I love spinach dip. That was the only thing that made my Cheesecake Factory experience for my birthday actually good, because the pasta made me sick and I threw up in the Cheesecake Factory bathroom while children were screeching while trying to use the bathroom. It was a horrible experience. I was like, can y'all just leave? Like, hurry up so I can throw up in peace. But they just wouldn't leave. And I was like, I'm not going to kneel down. I wasn't kneeling. I was like squatting. I was like, I'm not going to squat down by this toilet for the next 20 minutes. So I'm going to just do it. I don't know. I think I had an allergic reaction for real. It made my throat itch.
Mm-mm.
That kind
I
of
don't
sounds traumatizing.
Yeah.
It was, but honestly, I was like, oh, like, at least I didn't cry on my birthday this year. So instead, I threw up. You know?
Mm,
I like the violence, gave it 4 stars. Okay.
nice.
Got 20 or 200 pages of temper. I don't even know what it's called. I just know that in big bold letters on the spine it says thug. And then I don't know the rest of the title. Thank you, Cammy. I feel like I look a little busted. I just ran, like I literally rolled out of bed, took a test, and then packed all my stuff, and now I'm here.
And then you got a sprints too, and then you're planning on being here for a while. You're crazy. I feel like I'm scared of you.
Why? I didn't even do that much today. I just took a test. And you know what's crazy? Me and the other person, so there's one other person that's in who's an RA who's also in that class. And we were like talking, like it's open book, open note online. So it's fine. But then we were like, why is this test so hard? And so we did the test together on FaceTime. But tell me why my score was lower than hers.
Oh.
I was like, okay, well, anyways. It's a little boring so far, but I have a feeling it's gonna get good. Okay.
Oh, is that the kiss curse?
No,
Well, I
it's
haven't read
Temper.
that. Oh,
Oh.
I haven't read the Kiss Curse either. I did like the X-Hex though.
yeah, I loved it.
I like the X
Yeah.
but I feel like I can't read the kiss curse now because I feel like the time has
It
passed.
passed, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm in
it's
my
a next year
Christmas
type
mode now.
thing.
Yeah.
It's a next year thing.
I'm in my
3.5
Christmas
I don't
mode
know.
now.
The wiki rom-coms are hit and miss for me.
Yeah, they definitely are. I
They're
don't
hitting
know.
me.
They're very hit or miss for me
You
because
got to, that book has to absolutely suck for me to not like it. I'm not gonna lie.
no, but sometimes I'm just like, okay, but I've read this like 20 times, like I'm bored.
And
Like,
that's fine.
throw in the mafia, kill somebody, do something.
That's fine with me. I'll read it 20 times more. Like it genuinely has to be a terrible book for me to give a rom-com book like 2 stars. It has to be like shit.
No, yeah, but like the Kiss
You didn't
Curse,
read Wishful Thinking. That was not a good book.
I don't think I've ever heard of that.
Mm-mm.
I feel like I have.
It's like a witch and a merman, and they don't really do any witchy
Here's
or
a
merman
treat.
stuff. Like she has to spell to be able to do stuff she's always wanted to do, and she wants to do boring stuff like sing karaoke.
Okay. Well, see,
Right.
I like the X-Hex because it had something else to it. It was like witchy. That's fine. But then if you remove the witchy element, like the romance was not that excellent. It was not that great.
I'm
Yeah.
just a sucker for second chance romances, so
I did kind of like it. You know, when I read that book, at that point I didn't watch Gilmore Girls, but now I'm on season 2 of Gilmore Girls, and it does give Gilmore Girls vibes. It really does.
I have, but have not watched Gilmore Girls.
I didn't think I would like it, but I low-key eat it up. Tell me why. Like, I started like 2 weeks ago, and I've watched like 40 episodes.
I've
So,
tried to get into it so many times. I've watched the first like 4 episodes at least 3 times because I've been like, okay, I'm gonna start the show now, and then I only get 2 episodes in, and then I go
Okay.
back.
but it's
That
like
was me
one
with
of
One
those-
Tree Hill.
it's like one of those shows that you put on the background of doing other things. Like, you
Yeah.
don't actually have to pay attention to it. Like, that's the show that I put on when I'm doing my homework. You know,
Yeah,
like I'm not gonna put on a different show. I'm gonna put on that, or like if I'm in the shower, like I'm gonna put on Gilmore Girls.
Watching TV in the shower is insane.
I'm just saying because like you don't like if you tune out for 5 minutes and you tune back in, you're good. Or if you like miss most of an episode, the next episode you're fine.
That
It's
actually
really not
does
that
not sell me. That's not.
Yeah.
No, I mean I like it for me right now because
Yeah,
I
I'm
haven't been
just
able
saying-
to finish any shows.
I'm just saying, like for me, but like I used to watch it with my mom when I was younger, and then like we both were like, I actually don't like this show. I was watching it because you liked it. And she was like the same. So I was like, you know, everyone's like always talking about it. So I tried to watch it last year. I literally fell asleep and like slept for 2 episodes. Now that was episode 1, and so I was like,
It's comforting, you know. I don't know.
and
I
I don't
could
fall asleep watching TV either.
I think that's why my mom watches it sometimes because I'm like, I tried and I can't with that show.
Yeah, I don't know why I like it.
I don't get
It's
it.
just
Seems like my show though, you know, like they just
I
drink
didn't
coffee
think I would like it.
24/7 and like
Right, the aesthetics, like the coffee, in the
Yes.
small town. It seems like
I love the pagers when they're like, I got a page. I'm like, because I don't remember pagers. Like they weren't like a thing. So like every time they say they got a page, I'm like, oh my god, not a page. Come on.
It really wasn't that exciting.
No, but like I never experienced a
a
page. So it's
simpler
like,
time.
yeah, it's a simpler time in a small town. And you know what? It's just like their problems are so like ridiculous that like it makes me forget about my problems that aren't ridiculous. They're like, "Oh no, I'm in a fight with my mom who's rich because she wants my daughter to go golfing with her grandfather." Like, "Oh." Like and I
You
kind
know
of like
what's
that.
a good, you know, it's a
Sounds
good
like every
underrated
show.
fall show that everyone like sleeps on. One Tree Hill.
What?
One Tree Hill. Everyone sleeps on. Like not
I've
they don't
never
people don't
seen
sleep on it, but people sleep on the fact that it's a good fall show because everyone's like, oh, Gilmore Girls is a good fall show. One Tree Hill is so good for fall.
I've never watched it.
Like the aesthetics, you have to get past the first few episodes because like I tried to watch it like 8 times. But then after you get past that, the drama is crazy. I was like, oh, like this show is so like simple. The drama is insane. Someone gets like kidnapped, like
Not
yes.
kidnapped.
The dog ate somebody's heart.
Huh?
There was
Anyways,
like an
thank you,
episode where
Monet.
the dog ate a heart that was supposed to be for a transplant. Like,
I'm trying to see if I
Oh my
didn't make
God.
it. I'm still on season 3 because the whole kidnapping plotline was crazy. I had to take a break because I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
They
I
were
tried
doing too much. The dad is insane. He's always trying to like ruin their lives. The drama's good.
I've tried to watch it, and like a lot of people who told me to watch it were like, it doesn't get good till season 3, episode whatever. And I'm like, I don't want to give a show
No.
like that many seasons. before it gets
It's good.
started.
The season 3 is the kidnap plotline. That's when it gets crazy. But like to me, it's good before then. The first few episodes are a little boring. But like, especially if you're a romance girly, you'll love Nathan and Haley and you'll be hooked. That's literally that's the only thing that kept me watching the show was Nathan and Haley.
Mm.
Yeah, I think I got through maybe the entire first season, but it was a while ago. And then I was like, whatever. And I watched the very last episode of the show, and I was like, who's that? Who's that? Like literally all of the characters were different.
No, I'm still on season 3, and I'm like, I'll watch like clips of the show, and I'm like, who the hell is this?
I'm dead. Thank you, Monet. Okay, I was telling Vina before the live show, the reason I went to Cheesecake Factory is because one of my friends has 20 allergies and a billion sensitivities. So I wanted to pick a place that had a lot of options so she would have something to eat. And you know what she did? She had a good full meal. So
Then
at
you
least I did
compromise
something.
yourself. You compromise your own livelihood.
Okay, but they had spinach and artichoke dip, and that was bussin', so it's okay. And they had good cheesecake.
Until you threw it up in the bathroom.
Okay, but I only ate half of it, and then I ate the other half after I threw up. So that's how I know that it wasn't that. Mexican street corn Cheetos. I don't like corn. Unpopular opinion.
Oh, I love Mexican street corn though.
I've
I
never
like
yeah, I've
corn.
Never had it.
And when I told
Oh.
my roommates that, they were like, "Huh? Like, how do you not like corn?"
Like
Apparently,
just
that's
plain corn.
it's
you
like a
don't
black community sin. Black people love corn, but
That's
not
not like
me.
I love corn, but like if you tell me, I don't know, when people tell me they don't like certain foods, I'm just like, okay, because I'm a picky eater. So I'm never like, oh my gosh, because I'm a picky eater. So
No, they were like, "Don't tell people that." I was like, "Oh wow, it's that bad of
But
a sin."
Mexican street corn is really good. It has like this mayonnaise and
I
chili
know. I
and
see the
cheese.
mayonnaise and like some white stuff.
Yeah, it
It's
has cotija cheese on it.
Okay, I do like cheese. Maybe I have to try it. I'm just not a corn fan.
I love
Maybe
corn.
like mayo. Mayo and corn just sounds like. Ooh.
I didn't get a refund, actually. I should have, though. But my parents gave me a $50 gift card to Cheesecake, so I wouldn't have to pay for my meal. So,
Oh, okay. I was supposed to say they gave you a $50 gift card after.
no, they gave it to me so I wouldn't have to pay for my meal, even though it was actually $58.70. No, $58.78, yeah. But I got exact change. I found $7.78 in my purse, and my friend had a single, so we made exact change.
Not about to say that
Wait,
I
no,
was
it's just
guaranteed.
a
to
good
Like
remember.
y'all was scraping for
Did I
cash.
tell you the food was probably
I
contaminated?
didn't want to
there?
use my card. I was like, no, not on my birthday. So I was just digging throughout my whole purse. I originally found like $5 and I kept digging and I just kept finding more. The Kiss Cards was fantastic. It was better than XX. Okay. I do want a Witchy Mafia. Someone needs to write it.
You write it, because what the hell?
I don't know about that. The XX gave me Aged Up Halloween Town vibes.
That's what I got
get
from
it.
it too.
Mm-hmm.
Watching TV in the shower sounds wild. Okay, sometimes if I'm in there for a long time, like if I'm washing my hair and I'm in there for 40 minutes, okay, the tangling, I just want to put on a show.
Just have a concert like a normal person.
That's what I do in the car. In the show, my ADHD activates and I'm just like, I need something for my attention.
I mean, I've done that before too. Been in the middle of binging a show and I just let it play while I'm in the shower.
Yeah, I watch YouTube videos in the shower too. It's just the ADHD. I need to fixate on something. It just doesn't work. I don't know. Gilmore Girls and I have a love-hate relationship. I just love anywhere with lots of dialogue and Amy packing them episodes with people talking. They do talk a lot in Gilmore Girls.
Maybe that's why I don't like it. I'm
Right.
like, shut up.
Because
love
in
them.
Midnight Mass, like, you know, they do, it's like literally just dialogue upon dialogue upon dialogue. It took me
I couldn't finish Midnight
I
Mass.
couldn't finish it either.
because they talk
Okay,
so much.
But to be fair, I couldn't even finish The Haunting of Hill House.
I don't
I-
like any of those shows. I've tried every single one of them.
Okay, but Gilmore Girls is different. It's giving me like, I don't know. It's like the same type of comfort like the Vampire Diaries gives me. You know, like it's giving the same thing.
No,
Don't compare it to Vampire Diaries.
Right, I was gonna say,
No,
nobody
no.
can give me that kind of comfort.
No. I'm saying it's giving me the same type of comfort with like, even though they're not in the same time period, it still gives like early 2000s vibes, like just a whole bunch of drama. And like it gives the same thing, but it's new and fresh. You know, how many times have I rewatched the first couple seasons of the Vampire Diaries? So many
I'm
times.
sorry,
and I
nobody's
love it.
ever gonna be able to give me that kind of comfort.
Like
Like,
the Gilmore Girls.
I feel like Gilmore Girls would just give me flashbacks to high school.
yeah.
Okay, but I wasn't alive.
Plus,
I've
one thing I
never-
heard,
The Gilmore Girls originally started in the year 2000. I was born in 2002. So I was not
want
alive.
Dawson's Creek as my comfort show. I want to try that.
Never seen that.
Everyone talks about it.
Just finished sprinting and keen to keep reading. Going to be reading The Light After the War. Happy birthday. Thank you. I really didn't think I would like it. But then Cammie and Jan kept talking about this show. And there's a whole readathon going on. I was like, bro, let me just watch an episode. And then I
can't
watched
believe
like
you I can't believe you watched an episode and kept going. I watched an episode and fell asleep.
Same.
No, okay, to be fair, I was like, I got like to the second episode and then something really traumatic happened. And then I came back and then I continued watching the show. So maybe something having to do with that. Like,
Not
it was
you
like,
trauma,
oh,
you're trauma
Yeah.
bonding with this show.
yeah,
That's what it is.
exactly. Like I left, experienced some trauma, came back crying, put on Gilmore Girls again, and then I was like, oh, I'm happy.
That makes a lot of sense now.
Love One Tree Hill. Okay, period. One Tree Hill is good. I just haven't ever seen it.
It's just yeah. I mean, they have like a good cast,
Hmm.
like Chad Michael Murray.
In the early 2000s, during his Austin. Now in season 2, he does shave his head, and I was like, this is an ick, but it grows back pretty fast.
Yeah. Why is the comments going so weird? Y'all see that? Or did it pop up fine for you?
It's fine.
It's fine.
It popped up hella slow for me. Like
You
it
are a
was
little
weird.
behind though.
I know, I'm trying to catch up. Okay. I had a choice of watching One Tree Hill or Dawson's Creek. I regret to inform you that I chose Dawson's Creek. Not
I
regret.
want to try it. I want to try it.
That show
It was
was
a
before
time,
my
not
time.
gonna lie. Oh, I'm fine, Riley. Thanks. If you have food allergies. See, I have food allergies, so I think that's what happened. But I was like, how would I have food allergies? I'm allergic to nuts. I ordered
I told you they probably cross-contaminated.
Yeah, they
in the
probably
kitchen.
cross-contaminated.
Okay, but peanuts. What else has peanuts besides the cheesecake, maybe? But the
A lot of
cheesecake
stuff.
Right.
Okay, peanut oils were fine.
It's the Cheesecake Factory. I assume that somebody probably did their whole hand in the peanuts, marinated a little bit, and then said, "Let me go make this pasta."
Maybe, but I've eaten at Cheesecake Factory before for like my sister's birthday, and I was fine.
That's how cross-contamination works, Deja.
I know, but I've never ever had an
Well, I'm
allergic
saying,
reaction from
I'm
food.
saying someone like literally just one person could have just like been like touching my peanuts, and then they went to make the pasta. Like
They didn't have to touch peanuts. They could have just touched something that had like that was made with peanut products or like packed
Yeah.
in a peanut.
Okay, but
factory
my
or
allergy is not that sensitive. My allergy is not that sensitive. At least to peanuts. Pistachios, on the other hand, maybe. The pistachios are not as common, but like peanuts and stuff,
Mhm.
I eat food, like with the little thing on the package where it's like may contain peanuts because made in the same factory. I've never paid attention to that in my life. Ever. I just be eating it. Call it a day. So it's really not that sensitive.
I'm glad I
But-
don't have a peanut allergy. I love cashews.
But yeah. In my head cash is only used to snort cocaine. I don't know that.
Oh, I would hate to have a severe nut allergy. Like you have to go sit at your own desk in places. You can't eat at a lot of places.
Right. You can't have cashews. That's crazy.
Me? I eat everywhere. I don't know what you're talking about. I've never been
No,
like, oh,
people with severe nut allergies, like you
Oh,
literally have to,
maybe.
you basically
only-
need to like have a sign on you that says "Do not bring any peanuts near me" or
I mean,
like.
Yeah,
there.
we
Listen,
had people like that in school. They had to sit at their own special
That
assigned
was
desk
me.
that got wiped down.
I had
all
to
the
sit at
time.
a separate table. That was me.
But then now you
And I'm
just
fine.
said
Okay, listen. So on a scale, the allergies go on a scale from 1 to 6. On a scale of 1 to 6, I'm allergic to peanuts a 4 out of 6. But I'm fine.
that's
I've
pretty close to 6 though.
That's pretty
But
close.
I've never had an allergic reaction. The only time that I've ever had an allergic reaction was on the bus. This girl that I was friends with, she was Macedonian, which is like a country in Europe. They have these things, and apparently they're also kosher. Like Jewish people eat them. I don't know. But they're like this puff snack, like cheese puffs, but peanut edition. And so she opened it, and all the peanut dust went into the air on the bus, was trapped in by the bus. And then I came out of the bus looking wrinkly.
No,
and like
that's actually so rude. Like, I mean, yeah, y'all are probably children, but like as a child, I was very conscious of like other kids who had peanut allergies. Like,
Yeah.
that's actually
Yeah,
so
but-
rude. She was trying to kill y'all. I'm not
But
gonna
that's what
lie.
I'm saying. Is like that's the only reaction that I've really ever had in my life. I don't really have like allergic reactions like that. But also the cash, I think I had because at Starbucks like we get tips. I mean, I haven't worked there in forever, but I never use the cash, so it was just like in my purse from I don't know when.
Yeah, I like never have cash.
Yeah, my younger brother actually gives me money to put in my wallet because I never have money to put in my wallet.
Mhm.
I always keep an emergency $20 to $40 in my
Nope.
wallet just in case.
Can't do that because I'm gonna spend it.
Not the stories giving Proud Family. Proud Family is also a comfort show. Love that show. Okay, wait. Where was I? I lost my place. I couldn't finish Haunting of Hill House, and I haven't got to like a big dramatic part where like they were in the house like giving exorcism. I don't know, some possession, and I was like, I'm bored.
Yes, it's so. I watched that and then I fully watched Bly Manor and the same thing. I was like, this is so boring and so drawn out for what? Like, there were parts of it where I was like, oh, that's kind of sad, or like whatever. But overall, the show, like both of those shows sucked. And then I tried to watch Midnight Mass because I was like, third time's the charm, right? Wrong.
I wanted vampires, and I never got to the
that.
vampires. I just got to the beach stuff, washing up on the beach.
The
that's
scene
not far
where
off.
I stopped watching it was like they were on the beach and they tried to do a really cool camera shot. So they were just, it was two people talking, and then the camera was just like circling around them as they were speaking, just like constantly. And I was like, I can't watch the show anymore. I just cannot do it. And then I tried to watch, what's the other one called? The Midnight Club.
Oh, the Midnight Club, yeah.
And I got like 2 episodes in, and the same thing. I was like, this is boring.
I actually never started the Midnight Club, and I haven't finished Blind Manor, which, first of all, I will thirst watch anything. And so I'm obsessed with the actor from Blind Manor and Hill House, and like, he was even dating this black girl, so I'm like, oh, I can self-insert. I couldn't even finish it. because I was so bored. And I would thirst watch literally anything.
I have never even started Blind Manor.
I low-key thirst watched Midnight Mass for the young priest. And he was not even that fine.
He wasn't. Ain't no comfort watching Bonnie get bottom tier boyfriends. Bonnie was done so dirt. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
My girl.
But in my mind, she's dated all of them and she's with Damon. Even though it technically like is canon that she's with Damon in the books. So in my mind.
No, she's with Damon in my head too. She has to be.
Exactly.
Where else would she be?
Exactly.
Also,
So Deja, then maybe you might like Legendborn because she said she was like inspired by Bonnie and Damon.
I know, but then when I was reading it, right? Or like when I started to listen to it, I was like, oh yeah, black girl. And then like I know like the love interest popped in, even though I'm only 4% in. Someone popped in. I was like, I know it's gonna be a love interest. And then I was like, wait a second, this is a white man. And then I was taken aback for a second. Because I just want black romance sometimes, okay?
They
That's
both
what I want.
are.
I know.
I started reading Legend.
Both? Not even like we could have had one. Like
that's
even,
what
like
maybe my thing. I'm like, you can't throw
like
a
a
black
Hispanic.
guy.
You can't have a Hispanic man.
The Twitter girlies get mad when like you talk about like things that you don't like about Legendborn. So I haven't finished it. I literally started, but I'm like, I'm sorry, and I get it. Like they get so mad, but like it kind of is giving pandering to white people because Bree is literally the only black person.
Oh, don't say that, Mayana. They get real mad when you say that.
They get so mad.
They get like vicious. I had to start muting people.
Literally, and I'm like, I'm sorry. I grew up in a predominantly like black neighborhood, predominantly black school. So reading an only black girl in a like place of just white people, I cannot relate to at all. Like,
okay, but to be fair, listen. The reason I did want to read this, even when it came out, is because she goes to UNC Chapel Hill for it, you know? And that's a school that I almost went to. I visited that school's campus. And to be fair, the black community on that campus is non-existent. Like, you never see black people together. Like, they'll be, like, maybe, like, a couple. Oh, wow.
Oh, she could have. What did you say?
What did you say?
I don't know. All the girls that I see who go to UNC who like vlog and stuff, they always have their little black girl squads. I'm like, she can't have one friend.
I don't know. This is what I've heard and what I've seen.
Although my friend who lives in NC also said, she's like, I went to that school. It was very white, and I decided
it is. It is.
And like, what if the author picked that school for that very reason? Like,
I don't know, like why she would choose like the Southern Ivy League. That's what they call it. It's basically like the Ivy League of the South, the unofficial Ivy League of the South. I don't know why she would choose that. Literally comparing my school, NC State, which is mainly an engineering school, which you can imagine the demographics of who are engineers is very giving white male, you know? But we have more black people than UNC Chapel Hill. And they're a humanities and social science school. So I don't know. But we also have like the African American Cultural Center. They don't have that. They don't have.
They have a big group though on UNC. They have a whole big.
They have a group, but we have
BSU.
Yeah, we have BSU. We have ASU. We have African American Cultural Center. We have literally the Black Student Board. We have the Black Student Union. We have like 5 times the amount of stuff that they have. I don't know.
But I'm saying is I think. Watch I get canceled. I think
HBCU was in the same state. She could have literally chose A&T.
She could have inserted black people anyway. It's a fantasy.
What'd you say? Sorry, I cut you off.
Sorry, it's a fantasy though. She could have inserted somebody black anyway because it's not like it's an exact like biography of her life, Brie doesn't technically even go to the school. She goes to this fake high school on that campus.
Yeah. So I feel
And one
like
of the love interests is like an 18-year-old and like college junior. That part didn't even make any sense.
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, for NC State, it kind of does. Or like the state. Like I went into college as a sophomore.
No, that's like
And
normal to go in as
But
a sophomore.
why is
'cause
her boyfriend
nobody
a
has
junior?
those.
That's the weird part.
oh,
I'm
I
saying,
was
like,
just saying because a lot of people that I know went into college at 17 and they also came in as a sophomore and they just turned 18 as they're becoming a junior. So I know of it happening, is what I'm saying.
yeah.
We have a lot of AP classes and stuff over here, so like a lot.
I don't know. And I feel like, but what was the point of making her a high schooler and then setting it in? I feel like she just wanted the book to be YA. I feel like she just was scared to maybe make the book like an adult fantasy or like a new adult fantasy because she didn't think anybody would want to read it. So she had, because like
Yeah.
her being in high school doesn't make any sense to me.
It doesn't.
She doesn't
But,
even go
like-
to class.
But why are both the men white? I don't get it.
Because that's her preference.
Right.
I guess.
Because I'm like, what other reason would you have to pick a school that is predominantly white? And because there's a bunch of other schools she could have picked. But if you pick that one, like the author, like nobody could really argue, like, hey, why isn't she friends with, Black people? The author could really be like, well, if you look at the school, it's predominantly white. She could easily just say that.
Lord.
I'm
Anyway,
not the
I'm
author,
only
so-
4% in, and apparently I already have stuff to say.
And the second book, and I only read one chapter, mind you.
I have to read the second book next month.
Good luck to you.
Everybody read.
I'm sorry, the girlies just
Oh,
eat up
people
my-
already spoiled it for me, and I know I'm gonna hate it.
Oh yeah, because Tahira, from Sincerely Tahira, she loved the first book. She literally gave the second book 2 stars, and she loved the first book. And she told me everything that happens, and I'm like, I'm still gonna read it
But the girlies love Legendborn so much.
because
Like,
we finally get like Black girls in books, and it's YA, so a lot of Black girls can like find themselves within the characters. We kind of
I
get.
hope I
crumbs.
love it still.
Yeah, we kind of get crumbs. So I honestly see why people like latch on to that book because we don't have anything.
I mean, we have other books that are better written.
Yeah.
But, like, that is more like in line with like the popular like YA fantasies.
And then
It's kind of
also
similar
because
to that.
there are white men in the book, so it's like whereas like with Children of Blood and Bone, she's she has like Black love interest. So it's like that's the only reason I could think of because I'm like there's no reason why people latched on to like Legendborn but not Children of Blood and Bone. But although that book has not came out in like the third book has not came out in like 3 years, so I honestly see why.
Anyways, I just was taken aback when I had to reevaluate and remember that, oh, this is a white man. Because in my head, that's not what I immediately imagined.
And now there's
You sound
two.
like
So
Ray
like,
when she read it. She's
Yeah.
like, why didn't you tell me he was white?
It was like his hair was flopping into his forehead. I was like, flopping?
like I feel like you were literally picturing him as Black until like literally, and that's crazy because there's a white man on the cover.
Okay, but then you know what I immediately imagined? I just imagined Damon. Like when they said flopping dark hair, I was like, Damon.
That's her inspiration, though, Damon.
Yeah.
So, that's good. I can tolerate Damon. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's
yeah.
exactly when I finally write a book. I'm definitely still. I'm not gonna lie. I'm probably gonna like get sued by Julie Plec because I'm stealing the plotline of the first season of the Vampire Diaries and just making it Bonnie.
I don't think you want to sue them as long as you make it yours.
Exactly.
Chad Michael Murray was in Gilmore Girls for a hot second. I don't think I got to that part. Or maybe who's Rory's dad?
He was the TikTok. I don't know why I'm on Gilmore Girls TikTok
No.
and Charmed. I don't watch either of those shows.
Oh, I
so
love
know a
Charmed.
lot.
Oh my god, I used to love Charmed as a kid. My mom said I was obsessed with that show. What was her name? One of the
I love what you
actresses
said. My
she-
mom said as if you don't know.
Huh?
I said I love how you're like my mom said I was obsessed with that show. Like you.
No, I remember because is her name Piper? It's the one who plays the mom in Pretty Little Liars. If anybody knows what I'm talking
Yeah.
about.
Oh,
that-
I know who you're talking about. I don't
Yes.
know.
Yeah,
I
it
was
is Piper.
obsessed with her. She was my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
I could
I
not.
hate
I
that.
was more of a Buffy girl, Sabrina girl. I just
Yeah.
can't get into Charm
love
because I don't
Buffy.
like repetitiveness, and like I hate how every episode is very formulaic. Whereas like they like the problem is
Yeah.
like lurking somewhere, and then like they're introduced to the problem and then they beat it, and even how their powers work just really irritates the fuck out of me. It's something about it that just really pisses me off. Like
But I like it because you can jump into any episode of Charmed and not
Yeah.
be lost.
yeah,
It's like a lot of those shows around that time, like Full House, you know? It's like
Mhm.
the same thing where you could just watch one episode and
yeah,
you're
but
cool.
Full House is a sitcom, whereas Charmed is like literally like
That's true, I guess. But
I
that's
would-
really why I liked it. Because that's how children's shows are. Where like
Yeah.
each episode is secluded.
I think
whereas
that's
it's
what
their own
I think. It
storyline.
reminds me of like Power Rangers, but an hour long.
Okay.
But like, that's why I watched like Ghost Whisperer and freaking what's the other show?
Mhm.
House, because you could just jump in whenever.
I
Yeah.
did love Ghost Whisperer, but I did watch Ghost Whisperer when I was a kid, whereas I watched Charmed when I was an adult. So I feel like that
Yeah.
also like
But even like Criminal Minds, like a lot of like those crime shows is like the same thing, except there's like 3 episodes a season where like there's actual plot line that connects to from season to season, but like that's
I
about
actually
it.
don't watch. I don't watch like Criminal Minds or anything like that. I watch Law and Order like with my mom. Yeah,
I don't like any of those shows. Like Law and
don't like-
Order. No.
I love
I
them.
call them
all.
like mom shows because like like Grey's Anatomy, all those. I call them like mom shows. So I am gonna be into my mom
Yeah.
era soon, but I love teen dramas too much, and there's so many out there.
No,
I love
literally-
Grey's Anatomy though.
I grew up on Criminal Minds, Law and Order, NCIS, CSI, all of those shows. I grew up on them. Like
Yeah,
I
only
literally
Law and
was
Order. Like,
watching
that's
them
gonna
as
what
a
my
child.
mom watched. So only Law and Order. I am gonna get into Grey's Anatomy soon because
I do like Grey's Anatomy.
there's a
I'm not
dark
gonna lie.
skinned black girl in there, and I'm like, yes, finally, Shonda Rhimes. So now I'm gonna watch it.
It's so good.
It is good. I do like that show. I need to catch up on like the last season or two. Except when they did that COVID season, that was like kind of triggering. I'm not even gonna lie. But I
Yeah,
watched
it was a little bit of a weird time.
it was.
Honestly.
Okay, well, thank you for informing me that Cheesecake Factory has a lot of nuts, but I've eaten there multiple times and been completely fine. And I always get a pasta dish every time. So I was like, oh, I'll just get a pasta dish. And apparently I wasn't fine. Now me busting down a bag of pistachios. No, so like, as I said, the scale is 1 to 6. I don't know why it's 1 to 6. I didn't make it. So I don't know. But pistachios, I'm allergic to 6 out of 6. Like, no other nut am I allergic to 6 out of 6. But
That
pistachios-
tells because pistachios are good too. Like peanuts are good. That's crazy. I couldn't have a peanut.
I'll die with a pistachio. I won't be here any longer. Midnight Mass was excellent, top tier. Kimmy, I don't know about that, but I love it for you. Brie
Yeah,
wish she
Bonnie
could-
will be so
Oh, wow.
disappointed in her.
This is like
I'm saying this at the top
glitching.
of the fucking book.
Oh wow,
I heard
my
that too.
internet's really doing something right now. Okay, Tracy gave Miss Brie a blink, and you'll miss it. Black acquaintance in blood marked. I heard about that. You should have gotten to him if you're in season 2. Girl, I don't remember nobody. Yes. Buffy is 100% better. I was told by someone that I would like Buffy.
Yeah,
I never
used to
watched
be
Buffy.
obsessed.
I used to watch that show all the time.
Yeah,
I would.
like literally at high school, like I used to watch Buffy, like growing up. So I was born in like the late '90s, so I would watch it like growing up a little bit, and then in high school, like rediscovered it, and I remember I would just rewatch it and rewatch it. Same thing I do with the Vampire Diaries, actually.
Yeah, I never get to the end of the Vampire Diaries though, ever. I always rewatch
Yes.
like episodes 1 through 5, or maybe 1 through 6.
I think I have 3 more episodes left. I'll rewatch like seasons 1 through. I watched seasons up until I don't watch season 5 ever because that was like the worst fucking season I've ever seen. But like I'll start from like season 1 and I'll stop at season 4 and I'm like okay, and then I'll start at season 6 and stop at season 9. But by the time I get to season 9, I'm like I want to start at season 1 again because like I never start with season 1. I can't watch it
Yeah.
all the way through.
No, but I want to rewatch the originals because I love Klaus. I love Klaus. And the original is not even good, but Klaus is gonna eat
I
every
can't watch
time.
anything that Bonnie's not in. Like I'm sorry, but she really just made it. Like I can't.
She's barely
I
even
fell
in
off
the
the
show. She's barely even in the show.
Not to me.
Golly. Okay. I only rewatched the first 3 seasons of Charmed because I'm a Prue girly. Okay.
I think if I watched Charmed, though, if I actually sat there and watched, I think I would like the newer sister that they had. I don't know her name. Something with a P.
Paige. I liked her, but a lot of people hated her. But the last season of Charmed is just trash. When they tried to be Harry Potter and brought in that magic school, it was terrible.
Oh no. I think I would like Paige though because I love not the person but Rose. Like her in the 90s was just I love everything she was in the 90s.
Yeah. Criminal Minds is good. Criminal Minds is like actually like a good show, in my opinion.
I want to write a romance that's like Law and Order, like you know, like the little romance that they have going on there. I love it, and I want to write a romance like that.
I did when they got rid of Alex, but I had to come back for season 19 because I love the new interns.
I mean, they constantly like cycle people in and out.
Except Meredith. I know she's tired.
I thought she
really
quit.
She's leaving though.
The show will end when she leaves. Like
the actress said she's quitting.
Yeah. Even I know that.
Well, the show's gonna end because it's not gonna be the same.
Yeah, because there are other people that I was like, oh, how are they gonna have it without this person? But then
they always make it work. But Ellen, I don't even like Meredith. Meredith, honestly, is one of the most annoying characters on television. Swear to God. I don't even like her. But I know Ellen is tired. She's been carrying that show for how many seasons? I would be tired too. I'd want to leave too. Ellen is like, her career is basically over. Ma'am old got wrinkles. What else is she gonna be in? Nothing.
But like she's made good money off of this, so
she has. But them wrinkles are really popping now, Ellen.
I just hate you calling her Ellen. It's
Ellen's wrinkles are really. You know how they canceled the Ellen show? They're about to cancel this Ellen too.
No,
she's done. They're both done. Okay.
But for very different reasons.
Now I try to watch Buffy and it's ass. Not ass. But then Cammy said it's one of her favorite shows. Monty, I feel like you just hate a lot of things.
I like
I don't hate things as much as
something that Monty loves. Quickly.
I don't know. Monty just hates a lot of things, and I don't hate things like how Monty hates things. You know?
I love how much he hates things, though. It's so entertaining.
I do. I love it, but I'm easily pleased.
I love hating things. I'm not gonna lie.
I do love hating things, but it takes me a lot to hate things.
Not as much as Monty.
More than I hate things.
Monty powers through though some stuff that I will never power through because we were both trying to read How to Succeed in Witchcraft. I got like a couple chapters in and I was done.
Mm-hmm.
Let me go look because that title sounds familiar.
No, but I truly hate people more than I hate like fictional things. Like I hate real life things more than I hate like a book or a show. Like I'm easily pleased, but like with people, I'm done.
I love hating things. Like my Goodreads score is like a 3.4, and that makes me so happy.
That's about to be Sarah because Sarah hates so many things.
I really do, but then I like feel bad about hating things, and then
just embrace it.
Yes. A lot of people talk about how much they love it. I'm the one that's like, I hated that with a passion, you know? Like,
no, it is awkward. It is awkward.
The more I hate it.
It's awkward when you're on a live stream and everyone's like, oh my gosh, I love it. And you're just sitting there like,
You're like,
that was me at Legendborn though. I was indifferent to it. I had some problems with it. And the more people talked about how they loved it, the more I started disliking it.
Literally, that's me every single time. I'm like, it was fine. And then everyone's like hyping it up. And I'm like, you know what? I actually hated it and I wish it didn't exist.
No, that's me. I'll give something 3 stars and then everybody likes it. I'm like, I hate it.
Yeah.
Because the fact that everybody loves it so much and it was just average makes me just automatically hate it.
And it's like, why aren't you seeing what I'm seeing? Like, and then I can't trust you. No offense, but I cannot trust anyone who gives majority of their readings 4 or 5 stars. Because
I give a lot of 4 and 5 stars, but I do give 3 stars too. Yeah. I just don't really give below 3 stars.
I give a lot of 3 stars out.
I actually started giving 1 star. I used to give like 2 or 3 stars, but I started giving 1 star because Monty actually caught me on it. He was like, "Why don't you just give this book 1 star?" And I was like, "You know what? You're right."
Yeah. Okay, not an illness. I'm glad that you realized your issues and fixed it. I hated the end. Yeah, Julie Plec does suck. But I will say, for the last season, I went to the town they film the Vampire Diaries in around the time they were filming it, and I saw them filming a scene in the park that was in the first season or the first episode of the season, and like that was cool. I saw what's his face, the one that plays Stefan.
Mhm.
I don't really care. Paul.
Paul.
I don't really care about him, but I saw Paul. I was waiting.
You have to care about him. He's like literally the funniest man on earth.
I hate his forehead. His face, the way that it's constructed, is so ugly, and I can't stand to look at him.
No! You know whose facial construction is ugly?
Don't say mine.
No, you know Teen Wolf, Tyler Posey?
No,
It's crooked.
Tyler Posey-
it's so crooked. Leave him alone. It's
Leave
so
Tyler
crooked.
alone.
Believe
You
none of
know,
it.
the quirk adds a little like it makes it quirky. It makes it a little cute because he has a little quirkiness. You know, it's a little crooked. Well, Stefan
No,
Paul.
no, he looks hit now.
He does.
Okay, yeah, he does.
And I've seen a lot more body parts of him than I would like to say. So
Mhm.
The originals is better than TVD. Okay, unpopular opinion.
no, it's not
Hey,
unpopular at all. That's actually not unpopular.
leave Klaus
Yeah, no.
alone.
Leave Klaus alone. Do not touch.
Don't even touch him. Okay,
Exactly.
I love Klaus.
But
I mean, I
speaking
love
of
Damon
Julie
too,
Plec,
but I love
everyone
Klaus.
needs to watch Vampire Academy because I need a season 2.
Yeah.
What platform is that on?
Peacock.
Not Peacock. Is
I
it-
know,
I
but
think
low-key,
that's like the only one I don't have. Like I literally have all the other streaming services.
yeah, I have all of them. I actually canceled Peacock and Paramount because I can't have all those streaming services anymore. But
Yeah. I love Prue too much to want to be there for Paige. Ellen didn't quit. She's appearing as a regular cast member in fewer episodes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Taking a
okay.
step back, but like not.
Okay,
That's why I
no,
thought-
Meredith, I tolerate her being there because she's really the center. Without Meredith, there's no Grey's Anatomy. But
She's
at
the
the
glue.
same time, she is so annoying. Like she will never ever be my favorite character in that show. Never. She's very much giving towards the bottom.
In the beginning, though, I really liked her, but like these last few seasons, I just really.
She's just so goddamn annoying. Like, shut up and just let everybody live their lives. I love lots of things, just not Buffy. Are you sure though? For the time, I'm sure it was cute, but we are in 2022. I know my taste well enough that I don't read books I dislike a lot. That's true. I feel like to dislike books, I'd have to read books in genres that I didn't like. And I don't often do that. Like if it's in a genre that I'm like, I'm probably gonna like it.
I
I
love
just-
hating things.
I give everything a shot, though. Like I don't just stick to one certain thing that I like.
Yeah,
Yeah,
my
but,
problem
like-
is that I'm always like, oh, I could end up liking this book because
Yeah.
that's how I end up like the Focus of Air series, like The Cruel Prince. When I first read that book, it's not that I wasn't liking it. I thought the book was okay, and then I literally got to the last 70%, and I was like, this book is my everything. So now my problem is I think that I'm gonna experience that with like, and I haven't experienced that with like any other book, but I keep
No,
thinking,
but I'm like
The
for
Book of
example,
Night was terrible.
oh, it was so terrible. Oh,
For
Horrible.
example, right? Like normal people, I know that I will probably not like that book. I just know the genre, the people, the lack of punctuation. I just know that book is gonna get on my nerves. So I'm like, I'd rather just not waste my time. But then at the same time, sometimes I'm like, sometimes I just want to hate things. Like
Yeah.
that feeling bubbling inside of you is just sometimes it really does something for me.
I
So I'm
love
saving
What
it
if
for
you
next
read it and love it, though? What
Right.
if?
I struggle
I
to
I'm
purposely
saying
hate
that I
read,
could
though.
love it.
That's why Bloodmark is going to be hard for me.
I could love it. There's potential. But also, I have 20 bajillion other books that I want to read. I don't even own Normal People.
And also, I think my problem is I don't think I do know my taste. Like, but also
Yeah,
I'll read
sure.
anything. Like, I read any genre,
Mhm.
any book. Like, I'll read anything.
Not Paul. Paul Wesley, you like crazy eyes. His eyes are crazy. Paul looks like he's more like a werewolf than he is a vampire.
Okay, I can agree with that.
I
Have
like
it,
werewolves.
Klaus
They
is
have a-
not. Don't talk about him. He does love me. At least half of me. Okay.
Yeah, he don't love me at all.
He loved half of me at
I
least.
will say that.
Let me just take out these twists real quick. Do a
It's
little.
so crazy.
But-
It's only Julie Plec only had to like. It's so crazy because every single like male actor on The Vampire Diaries wanted their character to be with Bonnie, and Julie Plec was like, no, like whatever. She came up with this statement that was saying that Bonnie was too good for these guys, and it's like, girl, you're just racist. But Klaus and Bonnie would have ate a little bit.
Oh yeah, DNFing. What did you just say? Bonnie and Klaus would have ate?
I don't think. I mean,
No, Klaus and Caroline.
yeah, yeah.
Bonnie
I'm not
and
saying they
Caroline.
don't eat, but think about it. Think about how everybody on Vampire Diaries got with everybody. And there are some ships that like eat even though another ship is like really like the main ship. You know what I'm saying? Like everyone had a chance to get with everybody.
I guess.
So I'm not saying that Klaus and Coraline don't eat or they're not like I love them, but I'm saying Klaus and Bonnie also would be.
Bonnie just is trying to save all these men, and it's not working for her.
And she didn't get none of them. Didn't get the reward.
No, she really fell into the trap that all of us fall into. What a shame.
Yeah, the white man trap. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't tell from page 5 I won't like something. You know, I get it, but there's some people who DNFs of who still give bad ratings. For example, Kat from Cat Chats. I will call her out because I talk to her about this every time I do a live with her. I'm like, Kat, how do you DNF like 20 books a month but still have like primarily 2 stars? The math isn't mathing. But I'm glad it works for you.
I can see that if you pick up a lot of stuff. Like I started DNFing heavily this year.
Yeah, I just started DNFing. I refuse to DNF because I'm like, I would rather just sit here and count the book as a read. I'm sorry, but I just like counting books to my reading goal.
Yeah.
Then I was like, fuck
Me
that
too.
reading goal.
Like if I've already suffered this much, why not just like
Might as well
suffer and
finish
then
it.
get something out of it? Like
Right.
adding it to my tally.
But then this year, I was like, I'm sorry, I don't hate myself anymore. We're loving yourself this year.
I love it.
But
We're
I
gonna
still-
sprint in 2 minutes because I really have to go to the bathroom. But I'm a thug. So
Yes,
I'm
I need
gonna
a
have 2 minutes.
I need a snack or something so bad.
We're gonna do probably. Should we do? I'm gonna do another 45. But don't talk about Caroline like that. She was annoying in season 1, but she made the biggest redemption arc on television. I will argue. She went from hatred to love.
Nope.
She was so annoying in the beginning, and then
Bro,
I was like,
I really wanted to smack her.
I
But
hate
I
her down.
love her.
No, we don't. I hate her down all the way through.
No.
mm-mm.
All the
Bonnie
way
should have.
through.
Yeah, she should have been. DNFing is not my vocabulary, but I hope it's in other people's ministry.
Monty will
is
finish anything.
So funny. Monty is so funny.
I got
Okay.
literally 50% into Ninth House, and then I was like, I'm DNFing. Like
No, go back and
I
read
would-
that.
I would usually just push through if I had already gotten that much into it, but like it was a push to get me to 50%. So I was like, whatever.
I'm sorry, but I'm gonna need you to go back and finish it. I'm so sorry.
Ninth House is good. I'm about to reread it.
Yes, I'm about to do my 4th reread. I don't reread as much as I used to when
I
was
just
younger.
really wanted to buy Hellbent because I love the cover. And then I was like, maybe I should actually read the first book before I buy the second one.
I've never seen anyone say that they love the cover. That is a very interesting take.
I like the cover of Hellbent.
I love it.
I hate it.
I think it's really cute.
I more so hate it because I hate when covers don't match or when they're like drastically different. Like, how do you go from black to white? Like, I don't know, something about that.
I
really
think it works. Anyways, on that note, we're gonna start the sprint because I really have to go to the bathroom. Thanks. Sorry, Mayana.
It's fine.
Welcome back. I'm trying to finish it.
Hello.
I think this highlighter is running out, sadly.
So you are highlighting?
Yes, I moved on to purple, but I think the purple's running out. Because I tried to do a different blue, but it seemed too dark.
Mm.
Okay, Maya says she's gonna be joining back a little bit late. I ate some food and I'm on page 38. And Sarah, the second story in this too? That was just so weird.
Yeah, so in my vlog where I read that, I ranked.
I
all
know
of
you did, but
stories.
they were so ambiguous to me. I was like, I don't know story 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, yeah. But you'll once you get through all of them, then like go back and see if we agree. Like
I
which
have
ones.
to. I don't even know what to rank them. And then I listened to like another 1% of Legendborn.
Nice.
Yeah. And because I can't eat and read. Like I have to like watch something when I eat. I don't know if that's just me.
Oh yeah, I actually just ate too. I got to like 50% of my book. I could have finished it, but I was like, no, I need to watch TV and read.
Yeah, I watched Gilmore Girls.
No.
So what are you reading? Like a thriller anthology?
It's horror. That's horror. It's like weird. I mean, Eric LaRocca just writes weird stuff. But it's like, honestly, like the back of it makes sense. It says the only thing more brutal than nature is love. And so it's like a whole bunch of like nature but love related. It's very metaphorical for love, but with nature. Like,
I need to read this.
yeah, there's like the first story has to do with like insects. The second story, ape. An ape? Does it say a monkey? I don't know. And then the third one is about birds. So
I haven't read like an Eric LaRocca book since things have gotten worse. Sad.
y'all's lips are not matching up with your words, and it's really bothering me.
It's matching up for me.
Right? It's maybe you need to do something about your computer.
Me, you know, I might refresh and then come back, so y'all can chat for 2 seconds because it's really gonna bother me. Okay, I'll be back in 2 seconds.
Okay.
I usually don't read a lot of horror.
Eric LaRocca is really good. I think you might like them.
Mm-hmm. And I feel like it's accessible too. Like it's not.
I'm back, and your words are good now.
Good. I don't know. Stuff that they write is like very much grotesque. Like
It
gross.
is. It's
Yeah.
nasty.
Yeah.
It's gross. Definitely not the nastiest thing that I read though, because For the Sake of by Judith Sonnet had me gagging on the bus in public. It was,
I haven't read that, but I started reading Cows. I DNF'd that because I just could. I felt gross and filthy while reading it, so I was like, no, I don't want to do this anymore.
No, For the Sake of. I finished it though.
I haven't read anything by Judith Sonnet, but I read Lovesick by John Athen or whatever, and that was like, yeah, I was gagging, but
yeah,
it was good. It was a good book.
But even For the Sake of, I would say that one's more like, it's like gory. You know, it's an extreme horror, so it's very gory. But this Eric LaRocca is more like gross, but like in a metaphorical way. That was just straight up nastiness.
Yeah.
I don't mind gore. Like that was the only part of House of Hunger I actually liked was like the squirmy scenes. Everything else in that book was not it.
No,
Eric LaRocca's just very metaphorical. I think that's
but gross. The writing is so good.
Yeah.
I've started every single one of their books. I just have not finished them, but I
But
will
they're
say,
so short, Mom.
I don't know.
They're so short.
Because then
Sarah,
I would be like, I just don't be in the. I don't know what. I really don't know what it is. But I will tell you what it is with what the fuck is that book called? The tall one. That one. Yeah, the spider person. I couldn't do it. And then I saw a
I know
spider
the
in my.
spider was bad.
And then I saw a spider in my room. I said, "Oh no!"
Oh no.
I said, "Oh no!"
They said, "What are you reading?"
No, literally. I said, "Oh hell no! I'm good."
Sarah, what's your least favorite one?
You've lost a lot of blood.
That's my least favorite too.
Dang.
I
Yeah,
think I gave
And
it.
it's the biggest. Like she's like
I just
compared.
didn't understand. I think I need to reread it actually.
I just don't think I like the video game.
Yeah.
I didn't. It was just I don't know. I didn't finish it because it wasn't so long, but it was so long for Eric LaRocca. I was like,
It's double the length of things have gotten worse since we last spoke.
I like sped through things have gotten worse, and then you lost a lot of blood. I was just like, this is taking forever. I feel like I was reading for like 3 days, and I'm probably not even halfway through the book.
Yeah.
I think, well, obviously this was my favorite, and then I think this one's gonna be my second favorite. I think.
So do they mostly write like novellas?
Yeah, they're all novellas. They're coming out with their full-length book next year.
Eric LaRocca drops books like a romance author.
Yeah, like ever since they came on the scene, they just drop books. The book that they're I guess it's collected stories, but it's the first one that's like full length of like a novel length. It's The Trees Grew Because I Bled There. That one comes out next year.
Yeah, I pre-ordered that months ago. It comes out March 7th.
Yeah, I knew March. I was like March or May. I just remember.
There was a book, or it was a short story collection that came out before Things Have Gotten Worse Since We Last Spoke.
I know, but it's not in here.
It's out of print, but then it was like The Trees, whatever, and I bled there, blah, blah. Apparently those stories are in that also.
Okay.
So I don't really know.
I don't know.
You can't get that first book anymore. But I know a few people who own it, and I'm like, would you be willing to part with it?
Oh, is it a strange thing we become?
Yes.
Yeah, you cannot get this on Amazon. Like, you cannot get that at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's that. Oh wait, maybe I'm thinking of the wrong thing because The Trees Grew Before I Bled here is, let me see.
I think those are also short stories, right?
Yeah. So yeah, it comes out. Oh, apparently. Anyways, I think it's, I don't know, because it says that it was first published. Okay, wait. It says that you can get the Kindle edition. It came out last year, apparently, but it comes out March 7th, and then I think their full length book, Everything the Darkness Eats. I think that's it, and that one also comes out next year. That one comes out June 6th. Monty said that cover's ugly, but
I've heard that one.
Let me see.
But I know that well, have you read the book version of Things Have Gotten Worse and then like the
Not yet
extra stories?
Not yet.
I really liked those.
Oh, sorry.
And they follow like a theme.
Okay. But I don't trust the novella. Novellas are hit and miss with me.
No, I swear, Eric LaRocca is going to do it for me every time.
Every time. I'm saying as if I finished another book. But still.
Even though this one, like, is my least favorite, I still gave it 4 stars.
It's a really creative book. Like, I was liking it. It was just long.
Like, Eric LaRocca's writing is just so good. Like, there's no way for me to dislike it. There's just not. It's just not possible.
Why I want to reread You've Lost a Lot of Blood and then just give it a 5-star. Like, just give it the 5 stars.
There's no way.
Because every other one has been 5 stars.
I don't know. The Things Have Gotten Worse Since We Last Spoke. I think about this all the time.
Yeah, I reread that when I got like the book version of it, like the hardcover with that, and then the I think
Yeah.
is it 2 other stories or 3?
I think I can't even remember, but I don't have the hardcover version. I have Eric sent me a arc, but the arc got like I would have read it early, but the arc they were supposed to send it to me, and then they told their publisher, their manager, or something, and then they sent it to me like right before it got published. So that's why I still haven't read it. That was not my fault.
That'd be a dream.
Eric literally contacted me.
I know. I'm like, but then when
I
I
was
submitted
screaming.
my review of that, like the newest short story collection,
These are ugly. This cover is stunning to me.
I have earrings that have that
I
cover on
love
it.
these covers. I think they're literally beautiful.
They're
Now
so
this one, on the other hand, Eric, what happened?
no, I love
No,
I
Because
love
it
the
doesn't-
coloring
it
of
doesn't
it.
fit
Okay,
the
but
theme,
Monty, a
like-
lot of those pretty cover books be trash.
It doesn't match though.
But like that's what I'm saying. Like these, a theme. Even this flat pancake, it fits. But then this, Eric, this doesn't fit.
But it matches more so the
Oh, like the
hardcover of
new cover of the
Yeah.
things have gotten worse. But and it also kind of matches then the trees.
Yeah.
The trees grew because I bled here. Yeah, it does. But then everything darkness eats doesn't match any of them. I don't know who did that cover design, but
Wait, I gotta look this other one up.
it's the font. It's the font that messes it up. I don't mind the face in the background. Oh, I love. And Sarah, I remember when you told me to read this book. I remember you convinced me, and then I went on Scribd and I read it.
Yes. I was like really trying to push the agenda.
Because it's so good. I don't know, that 3.05 on Goodreads really has me. It's one of the lowest rated books on Goodreads that I have. I would happily read a book with a pretty cover and have it be asked and pick up a book with hideous covers. I completely disagree.
Completely disagree.
Covers don't bother me that much. Like, sure, they're ugly, but like I'm not looking at the plus, as I said, I like these covers. I think they're very unique. It's
Mhm.
giving Picasso, but horror version.
Yeah.
And I like that. I mess with it, you know? And I feel like it fits the books.
Nah. I'll take a book with an ugly cover but a good inside over a pretty cover, and it's trash.
Mhm. Okay, but a lot of these books, like Eric LaRocca, this was like self-published. Like it was with a group to market it, but it was basically still self-published. And a lot of books I feel like with ugly covers are self-published. And so the author just doesn't have the money, and that's fair. But that doesn't mean that they're bad books. Like Eric works a whole other
I've
job.
seen some ugly covered trash too.
I'm sorry, Mina. I have this one here too. This one, The Secrets and Truths. This cover is ugly, but I'm gonna read it. I brought it with me. I'm gonna read it. But this cover, Vina, this little smirk that she has on her face really be sending me. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm not a fan
From,
of the
like-
covers. I like the inside of the book.
From far away, it looks
And
like
the
Dr.
third book
Monty,
cover
I
looks
just
like the first one.
disagree. I think that anybody should be able to publish what they want. And you know what? The book eats. The talent is there. Even if the
Exactly.
money isn't there, the talent is there.
Every time I start reading a book by Eric LaRocca, like I'm just like, yep, this is it.
This is, yeah.
Plus,
Eric LaRocca
I
is
read
like
a lot of
top.
ebooks anyway. You're not looking at the cover.
Exactly. Like that's why I read Things Have Gotten Worse since we last spoke as. I think honestly, did I read? I can't remember. I read a lot of his books as ebooks, I think.
Yeah.
And then I buy them later.
Or get sent them.
I just want you to read Secrets and Truths because I feel like it's something you would enjoy.
I promise, Vina, I'm gonna read it. There's just this is short, real short. So like it's easy, but still I'm reading it so slow, but I'm also highlighting it. It's slowing me down a lot. But this, I mean, it's not big by any means. It's just there's no audio. But I'm gonna read it. I think I'm gonna fly through it. I'm gonna try and read it over later in break because I have like 5 days off. So I'm gonna try and read like a book a day and do homework and do other things. But I'll be okay. I'm trying to be productive but also relax. But reading is relaxing sometimes.
Wait, so you're reading a book a day for 5 days?
Yeah.
I cannot do
Well,
that.
I need some accountability, please. I'm trying to do a 7 and 7 challenge. Like,
Oh, I thought you were saying you're gonna try and hold me accountable.
no, like fairly. What am I trying to say? In the near future.
Okay, for you, Monty. But I have
Listen,
classes
Monty, not all of us read
and
20
work.
books a week.
I mean, you're correct. Like most of the time, I do read a book a day, and I
But
don't know
I
why
can read
this.
a book a day. Like if I'm just working at Starbucks, like I can read a book a day. That's whatever. But like when I have to like go to class and then I have to do RA stuff and then I have to do all this other stuff. And then by that point, I'm like, my eyes are tired. My ears are tired. I just want to put on the show and go to sleep. I'm done.
True.
I'm out.
I don't know, but like me telling myself, okay, you're gonna read a book a day for 7 days. I don't know why that psychs me out, but like in the past 3 days, I think I've read like 3 or 4 books.
His shortest book is 112 pages. Actually, no, this one's the shortest one. It's 98. I'm pretty sure. But I'm not just reading this. I'm reading this, and compared to Legendborn is a 19-hour audiobook. That's long. So it's called Balance. This plus
It's
that
okay.
book
You'll forget the
averages
middle
to-
of Legendborn anyway.
Oh wow. But I'm saying this plus that averages out to 2 normal size books. And then I have that. What else am I gonna read? I want to try and read this. This is gonna take me a couple days. Like I'm probably gonna like read this one over like 3 days and then finish 2 other books in the time that I read this because it's just physical. I can't. And then I have to read a cozy mystery for my cozy mystery reading vlog because I still have 2 to read.
Oh, you're still working on that?
Yeah, because I had to finish Finley Donovan is Killing It, and it took me 2 weeks. But I finished it. But I'm gonna read the 2 books, and then I don't know what else. But that's my plans. But
Are
we
they
can.
on the third one now? Sorry for
Huh?
offending. Are they on
Yeah,
the
there's
third
a
one?
third one. Have you read it, Sarah?
I've read the first one, but not the second one. But I saw one of them on NetGalley when I was on there the other day, and I didn't
Did
know
you like it?
the third one or the fourth one. Yeah, I gave that one 4 stars.
Oh, I was like, I don't know why I feel like you wouldn't like it.
No, I did like it.
It went completely different direction than I thought. I'm not even.
And I recommended it to Nicole.
Cozy Mystery is so hit and miss for me. Like I've
It
been reading
is.
it on and off for years, but like I'll read some, be into it, get bored because all the books start to read the same, and then stop for a while.
It's like when I first started reading the genre, I really, really liked the books. And
Mhm.
then the more that I read it, the less I liked it. Because it's giving repetitive. You know?
It does.
And
I
then
think
also, like, a lot of them, you can't really have, like, romance in them. Like, they hate that. They
Yeah.
hate it. And I want it. So I just read the ones that have it, the rule breakers. And for my cozy mystery reading vlog, like most of the cozy mysteries in that vlog are not even like real cozy mysteries. Like this one is not a real cozy mystery.
I was about to say because like I didn't think of that as a cozy mystery, but I guess it is. It's leaning towards that.
It's leaning cozy mystery, but it's not. And then I'm reading the Thursday Murder Club, which I think like is more than this one, but it still has like old people. That's like interesting. I don't know why the Thursday Murder Club just puts Bob's Burgers in my head, but we'll see if that's right. I don't know why.
The careers can get repetitive too in cozy mystery because there are like women who own like a cute bakery or something.
Yeah.
So I like to pick up ones where they're doing something different, like owning a brewery or something.
Yeah.
Or like outside of a small town.
Yeah. I think this one does have all the classifications for a cozy mystery, except that she doesn't own like anything. I know that's not like a classification, I don't think, but it's like in every cozy mystery. They always own some business, but she's an author. So I'm like,
is there like blood on
entrepreneurship is still there. The entrepreneurship is there. And then it has romance. But I know other cozy mysteries that have romance in it. The author Julia Lindsay has romance.
Is there like blood on page though? Because that's really what makes the difference. Like if there's blood, gore, sex, they really don't like that in cozy mystery. Like one of my favorite series is Amateur Sleuth, but it's not cozy mystery because she's like a murder mystery author and there's like sex on page and stuff.
I think there might be a little gore on page, but it's not a lot.
Yes.
I'm trying to think. Like the main person who dies, she's not even there when they die. Like she goes and then comes back and they're dead.
Yeah.
And like that's part of the mystery, but like they don't die right in front of her. And then I'm trying to think there's like a couple other people who die, but I don't think there's really any like blood and gore besides them like cleaning up a crime scene. But yeah. And
I've
then
never read a cozy mystery, and I don't think I ever would like specifically seek one out.
yeah, they're comforting. That's about it.
They have cute punny titles.
They do.
Yeah, I
They're really
love
quick to
the
get through.
title.
They're quick to get through, real quick. But the ones that I'm reading are not like I have like one real cozy mystery, and then this one, The Thursday Murder Club, and then Curious Beginnings is like a historical cozy mystery. So they're all like a little bit different.
I feel like cozy mystery really takes out all of the fun elements that I like in other genres.
Yeah.
Like it just waters it down and to the stuff that I do not like in.
The titles are the highlight. They really be bringing me in. They don't be drawing me in. But the one that I read, the cozy mystery I just read, for the reading vlog, I still only give it 3.5 stars because there was like something that the author said in there that I didn't like. It was like giving racist. I didn't like that. But it was like witchy and like that made it fun. Like that aspect like made it. If it wasn't witchy, it would have been like 2.5 stars, 2 stars. But it was like witchy and fun. I like that.
I read an Italian Mafia one that was like fun recently.
They do.
I
be
feel like
cheesy.
BookTube's really into cozy mysteries right now too.
That's because of Kayla. Literally, I promise you 10 out of 10 is only because of Kayla from Books and Lala. She read this one book and she was like, let me make a whole cozy mystery series. And then
I thought it
now
was because everybody read that one book. I can't remember the title right now. It's like with the Filipino author.
Oh,
that was in
Arsenic and
Book of the
Adobo?
Yeah, everybody
No.
read that one and then
I guess.
decided to start their cozy era. And I'm like, most of the cozies aren't that diverse.
I mean, okay, so that like started like the trend, but Arsenic and Adobo, I would argue, is not even like it's like this type of cozy mystery. Where like it's not really a cozy mystery, like it's leaning that way, but like not 100%. It's like mainstream cozy mystery versus like actual cozy mystery. Then everybody read this and liked it. And then people were kind of like, oh, like that was fun. And then Kayla was like, let me try and find all these actual cozy mysteries. And then everybody was like, oh, actual cozy mysteries, you say?
Because
And
I
I don't
remember
know.
the main person I used to see talk about cozy mysteries all the time was Samantha.
Samantha,
She would
who?
do like, I think her channel's like books with Samantha or something like that. But she would always do
Oh.
like cozy mysteries.
Yeah, they are. But Kayla, in her like series where she was like reading cozy mysteries, she was actually reading like legitimate cozy mysteries. And I was surprised. She was liking some of them. I didn't really think that was Kayla's forte. But now she's going to be reading apparently cozy fantasy and going to be in her romance era. So I'm interested to see how that's going to go because I don't think it's going to go that well.
I didn't even know that cozy mysteries were a thing or a genre until you, Deja. Like we were talking about it on one of the first live streams we ever did together.
Yeah, I started reading them because of Nicole from Who Picked This Book. Because for her
Yeah,
book
she
club-
was another one who was like reading like cozy mystery steadily that I saw. And like
Mhm.
those sometimes those cozy mystery readers and authors do come up on my explore page.
Just not that much. But she, for her book club, she was reading cozy mysteries and she like peer pressured me into reading it. How you peer pressured me into reading Things Have Gotten Worse Since We Last Spoke. So I read it.
Exactly.
Welcome
Sometimes
back.
you just gotta like push stuff on you, you know?
Okay, but
I read
normally we
that book
don't like
too,
the
so I
same
could
stuff.
join in.
Normally we do not like the same stuff, Sarah. That was a once in a blue moon.
Yeah, I know.
And then you know what? I also didn't like we had to remove this post. I didn't like that. You were right. It was terrible.
That's what I'm saying.
But
Literally.
I heard that apparently there's some like underlying deeper meaning. Like you really have to like think hard for it to like be that. I'm like, that's if I have to think that hard, no. Well, you're done. Do better.
So I don't know if people are kind of saying like it has a deeper meaning, kind of like I'm trying to think of another book. I'm thinking of Ending Things, for example, where people are like, I don't want to have think too hard about it. Like if I have to think, then it's a low rating or whatever. I'm like, what? Anyway,
What's the
but
point of reading? That's the whole point of reading.
Okay, no.
but
It's
we had to
different.
remove this post is literally so just not. It's
It's
so
different.
subsurface.
It's so
I hate that
different.
book.
We
It's
had to
so
remove this post like you really have to be grasping at straws. I have to go to a literary class to figure out the deeper meaning that was trying to be discussed in that book.
It started
Because-
off good, like the premise.
It did.
I was like, this is an interesting job, and then it just went nowhere.
It didn't do anything.
And then it got weird with the whole like Holocaust stuff. And I was
It
like,
did.
whoa,
Yeah, I
this
don't
is
know.
what I
It was
signed up
really
for.
weird.
And then the
I don't
ending,
know.
I was like, it didn't end. Like I was like, what
That's-
was that?
In my review, I literally said it felt like the author was typing and got up and walked away. Like, that's it.
Exactly.
I don't know. They needed to put that through some more editing or revise that idea. I just have no words. Yeah, there was like some anti-Semitic characters in there.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's a horror. Like, they were supposed to be anti-Semitic. Like, they were supposed to be bad people, I guess.
I don't really get what was supposed to be horror because to me it was just like, I mean, the things, because like basically she was like, they have to read these, like, watch and read these like terrible posts.
Right.
And that could be horror, but it's like it didn't even go into like in depth of how scary that actually
Yes.
is.
Exactly.
And then-
Like it could have been so good. Like
It could have went
focusing
into,
on
like-
the horrific things that you see.
It didn't even have to go into all of that. It could have literally just focused on the trauma that comes with that. But it didn't even do
Yeah.
that. It
Yeah.
didn't even do that. And then I was like, okay, maybe it's going to use this relationship as horror. Didn't even do that. Didn't even do that. They had so many opportunities right in front of their face and took none of them.
And I'm like,
Well, I'm
what
trying to figure out
genre
what was
is
supposed
this?
to,
'Cause
like-
it's not horror.
I just want to know what was supposed to be horror. Like what?
I don't get it. I
Like-
wish that, like, maybe, like, because there is, like, a big emphasis on, like, having, like, them all being friends. Like, I wish we saw more of, like, how each person was dealing with that trauma
Yeah.
of the job. And maybe that's what they were trying to do, but it didn't work.
Mm-mm.
And I feel like, and like I do know that the author is not black, but I feel like doing like the Black Lives Matter movement would have been a good time because that's when I start to see like a lot of traumatic videos. So like that would have been like a good time frame to write that about, or something similar at least.
I just don't know what was going on with that.
Yeah, anytime I see somebody recommend it on like a list, I'm like, I cannot trust you.
No, I'm like, you didn't read this book. There's no way you
What
read.
book is that?
We had to remove this post. It's a short horror.
The cover is so good though.
It is
So
good.
good.
I need to edit my my horror novellas reading blog, Sarah.
Yes, you do.
I actually don't think I ever did a final clip for that reading blog, but I can still film that. It's just so much footage. Golly.
I think you should because I need recommendations because I love short horror. I don't think I don't like full length horror, but short horror because it's so fast and quick and to the
Mhm.
point. I just
Yeah.
really enjoyed it a lot more, but I
Yeah.
haven't really
I
found a
think-
lot.
Yeah, so that's like one of the next videos I'm gonna post. And then I'm also gonna be doing, I still have to film it because I filmed like half of it because my roommates were gone and they came in the middle of the video being loud as fuck. And then I had to stop recording and then I never finished. But I'm doing a video where I recommend short books for the end of the year because people, want to get up their Goodreads goals. But that's gonna have like all the genres in it. But the two genres that I read the most short books from is horror and romance.
I know you were gonna say that, yeah.
It's gonna be mostly horror and romance.
And then little
You
old
have to-
me, I'm gonna be reading all of my like 400-page books within the last month of the year because
Me
all of
too.
my 22 books to read in 2022, the ones I have left are all the thick books.
I should
Yeah.
F that challenge.
I
I'm
just-
sorry.
Because I kept like my reading slump has been so weird. So my reading slump was mostly like the beginning of the year, and then during summertime. I mean, I'm a mood reader as well. So like the summertime, I'm like, well, I'm just gonna read romance books. I'm gonna put up because I read like everything. So I'm like, I'm putting off my fantasy until the fall, and then I got a reading slump like during the fall. So, but then I'm like back into like the romance books, and so like I literally have 1 month left to read like all of my fantasy books.
Yeah, I'm doing fantasy in December too. I have a lot of books that I wanted to read, but then I fell into a reading slump most of October.
Yeah. So I'm either gonna be reading Christmas books or like it's gonna be so weird looking at my like Goodreads because it's gonna be like a romance book and then a big ass fantasy book for like no reason.
Yeah, I'm trying to look. No, there are just some books on here that I'm just not gonna read. Like there was just I don't know what delusion came over me that I was like, who said that I was gonna read Little Women in 2022?
You still have to read it. Like let's
I'm gonna finish that book. One thing about me is I'm gonna finish it. I've invested too much time into that book to not finish it. I will literally put that audiobook on and go to sleep and I'll count it as done. Okay. Because I promise you I probably wouldn't even be missing nothing. As long as I wake up for the end, I think I'll catch everything that I need to be caught. I've already seen the movie.
You don't want to wake up from the you don't want to wake up to the end.
Ooh, I could not do that 22 and 22 because people were just taking requests from anybody on Twitter. I'm like, half y'all reading.
No, that's what I'm saying is I did both of these and I actually did pretty good on them. But there's some of them that I'm just like, no. Like, so for example, I own The Rage of Dragons, which is a high adult fantasy that I heard is not.
Well, I own that too.
But who said that I'm going to read that in 2022? I'm not emotionally prepared to read that thick of an adult fantasy in December. It's not going to happen.
Wait, did you pick that for your 22 to read in 2022 or the 12 recommended by?
No, I did pick that for myself because I was like, oh, then I'll be like reading the adult fantasy that I own because I'm pretty sure someone bought it for me as a present. So I was like, oh, like I'll read my adult fantasy. Like it'll motivate me. Okay,
well, something I'm
maybe
doing
we can buddy read it because I have the ebook and the audiobook and I still have not touched it.
Something I'm doing to raise the stakes for next year. I already made my list of 23 books to read in 2023. But to raise the stakes, I'm going to say, like, if I don't read them in 2023, I have to get rid of them. So, like...
Yeah, but some of the books that I put on there, I didn't even own.
I only did books I owned and then no series. But, like, this time I can do a book in a series if I need to. But it all is going to be, like, books that I own.
I might do that 23 books to read in 2023. I've never done it before, like, ever. But I might because I just mood read, and that's my problem. Because then I end up not reading fantasy all year and only reading romances.
Yeah. I think that I might just do 12 books to read in 2023. One a month. 23 sounds like a lot. Like, these numbers for the year are starting to get back up there. What are we going to do when it's 2030? 30 books to read in 2030?
Huh? Yeah.
Are we even going to be on book 2 by then? Like,
I'm just saying. I'll probably still want to do reading challenges because that's just who I am. Oh my gosh.
I mean, but it's not like you don't read 30 books in a year. It would be like you have to focus more on those ones because it'll get higher and higher and higher and higher.
What is going on?
But my issue is I'll just stop caring. Like in like the middle of the year, I'll be like, I don't care about this anymore.
Yeah, or like my taste has changed and I no longer like want to read this at all. Right.
No, exactly. But 23 books sounds like a lot. And I know I read more than 23 books a year, but I don't even know 23 books that I want to read at the moment. So, like, the thought of trying to come up with 12 is really
too many. I have like
right. You can list with that high ass TBR you have. You have some books.
What TBR on the Goodreads?
Asia, I've been waiting for you to read Real since last year when I bought it for you for your birthday.
Vina, I'm not good at reading things. Vina, I'm not.
Don't you have a 500 book TBR?
Okay, yeah. Well, okay. So most of my TBR is actually fantasy that I bought when I was in my fantasy era. Actually, my parents bought most of that. Most of the books that I read now are romance, thrillers, and horror, which I don't.
Okay, so unhaul all your fantasy books.
I should, honestly. You should.
Well, then she said she wanted to read like urban fantasy romance.
I'm reading Legendborn. That counts.
I think you should keep your fantasy.
I told you she doesn't like when you call it urban fantasy.
Okay, well,
in woods and shit.
Tracy Dion can suck my left toe. That's not the definition of urban fantasy. Urban fantasy means fantasy set in this world. So it's fantasy set in this world. It is not. I'm not saying that it's in an urban environment. So she can suck my left toe because that's the definition of the genre.
Because she genuinely, and then she based it off of like she wants it to be like Cassandra Clare series. And
which is
Costanza
urban
Gray-
fantasy.
Yes, urban fantasy.
Exactly.
Really fight me. I genuinely don't care.
And then she tried to
I'll
say
fight
that
Tracy
urban
on Twitter.
fantasy
I don't
was
even go
used
on
to
Twitter.
oppress Black people.
Wait, she said urban fantasy was what?
Yeah, she's like, oh, historically, Black people have been forced into urban fantasy to restrict us. And like, I'm like, what are you talking about? That's like one of the whitest shouts.
Everything
What do you-
about
wait.
Tracy Dion makes me kind of question.
Nah, I
Like
don't
if you think about the
care.
book and then the things that she says, I don't know. It's not
care.
looking good.
Tracy, if she has a problem, she can say something. That's it. I'm going with the exact definition, and
She
she just
did.
wants
She
to
made
play
a
these
Twitter
games.
post like, don't call my book urban fantasy because it's set in
Okay.
woods and shit.
That doesn't even make sense. She
still
doesn't
set
know the
on this
definition of
earth.
urban fantasy.
And that's when she said that urban fantasy has been historically used to box in Black people. I'm like, we were barely in the Grottenwood. What are you talking about?
Right. We were barely in the box. Like, please.
I hope
She
she
will.
does. Truly, I hope she does. I don't even go on Twitter.
I was gonna say
The-
Deja doesn't even get on Twitter because I've been following her 4 days and her long, extensive Goodreads updates that's just been posting for the past few months.
It posts every time. You know, I should go back on it because listen, what happened was in 2020, I was on Twitter all the time. And then I had beef and fallout with that whole group in 2020 of other booktubers. So then ever since then, like I just haven't gone on Twitter that much because like we all used to interact together on Twitter. And then after that, I was like, what's the point? I was like, so I just haven't really gone on Twitter since then.
You can get on Twitter to follow me back at least. I thought at least I was gonna get a follow back.
I don't even have the
I
notification.
blocked her too for her bad takes. Like, it was getting on my nerves.
So I don't know what's going on, but on my phone you can't even see. But it says I have no data, like none. Like the bars are gone, and then my screen, my home screen, and my lock screen were black. No pictures. Now the pictures are back. This is my niece and nephew. Let me turn on the brightness. Hold on. This is an excellent picture. So I have to show y'all. Let me see. Okay, so this is the first time they went through a car wash.
Oh,
So they're crying, and I really it made me giggle. So I put them on here in a little collage on my lock screen. That's my nephew. You see, and that's my niece looking horrified out the window.
But the Instagram algorithm is such trash, though.
Okay, but Twitter is collapsing because of Elon.
no, that's so true, Monty. Like everybody, well, I'm always having beef. I don't know why. I just was like, oh my gosh, that's so true. Because there's one thing about me is I'm gonna have some type of beef.
Where does it even say that you followed me?
Did I? Hold on, let me make sure I did. Because honestly, it's funny because I screen recorded your I screen recorded what your Twitter looks like because it's just updates for like.
It truly is for like a year. I don't know. I retweeted some stuff about Love Island back in July.
No, I did follow you. I mean, I do follow you.
Oh God, let me go see it. It's not even in my notification.
I don't have the patience for TikTok. That's a lot of extra work.
Yeah, I don't do like BookTok. I make like whatever I want to make, but like I remember someone suggested when I like tried to leave BookTube, they were like, "You should get on BookTok." Absolutely not.
Mm-mm.
No, I like TikTok in general though. Honestly, I think it's starting to go downhill too.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
like-
can't do TikTok anymore. The people on there are really mean. Like people are like really nasty on the internet. Like they're starting to get out of hand.
Not calling her out from vanishing from YouTube too. I
Yes,
know.
she did.
Monet literally disappeared from the internet.
She did.
I was like, what happened?
Literally disappeared 100%. But no, the only thing that I enjoy on TikTok is all the Black people related TikToks. They be funny. They be so funny. And then I love to watch people stroll on TikTok. I love it. I eat it up. Something about that strolling. It's just so.
But you're on a college campus. You could see that in real life.
I do. I have videos of it too. I have videos from the parties where my phone camera is fuzzy because there was so much sweat and condensation in the room that the camera was covered in moisture. I have the videos, and sometimes I rewatch those too. Sometimes I just want to see it on TikTok. Apparently, it really is, Monet. No, for real. I was like excited. I was like, "Ooh, she's having a child!" Like, another one. I was like, we're gonna have like another little mini Monet, and then
Right.
nothing happened. It was just dead silence. And then I was like, did you ever even have your kid? Like, where did it go?
No, literally, I was looking for the second little Monet.
I was like, did you suck it back up?
Will
Like,
actually just be a little Jade. We all know. I feel like Monet's second baby is just a little Jade. Like she probably follows right after her sister. Or
I didn't even think that you would share personal information about yourself on the internet. I just thought that you were gonna be here, be around.
Dang, she's almost 2.
But then Monet popped back up and gave us all that good content with all the books she thought were trash.
That is true. That is true.
Almost 2 is crazy.
No, because I can't believe it's been almost 2 years since she's had a baby. Like she literally disappeared. Like I genuinely thought after she had her baby, I was like, I'm gonna get some cute little mom content because I want booktubers to start. Well, I get that people aren't comfortable showing their babies. Like I want booktubers to start like showing like how they manage being like moms and reading. Because I just think that's so interesting.
Okay.
But nope.
I would do the mom content if I had a child just to get the free picture books.
Yes, I would
Because
do.
those are
I want
expensive.
the free kid owl crates. Oh yeah.
No,
Like-
literally, when Monet told me that she had a child, I was like, there's no way. I was like, show me the proof. Give it.
No,
And I saw the kid myself.
Monet being married with 2 kids is such a shocker. Like I feel like anybody who watches
He
her
really
videos,
is.
anyone who watches her videos, like she'll probably mention it, be like, "Excuse me." She does not talk about any of it. Like I love it.
It's like it's. So
I have to share every detail about my life. I don't know how Monet does it.
I will too, but like that's because my life isn't that interesting.
That is true.
I mean, it is, but like I'm an RA. Like it's not like I have a whole other human being to like protect.
Yeah.
And like my campus has like 40,000 students on it. I mean, I don't know how many of them have red hair, but we have that campus police. I will pull that little emergency button real quick on them little poles.
Is it actually going to work though?
It does. It triggers the UPD to come instantaneously. Our university police department, they really be on it. What they gonna do? I'm an RA. I have special privileges on that campus. Don't touch me.
It's giving.
Because at my school, those things were broken.
No, ours actually work. And I don't like walk around at night. Like I'm gonna be on that bus. I'm gonna be on that bus with other people in the lights. And if I'm not gonna be on that, I'm gonna either drive myself back with my vehicle or I'm gonna call me a Lyft. I live so far out off campus. I live a mile from where my classes are. There's a whole patch of walkway to walk back with no lights to where I live on campus. There's no lights, no nothing. I'm not walking through that. I will call myself a Lyft and pay for it with my mom's money. Thank you. I'm naturally secretive. I was born this way. What's your zodiac sign again, Monet? Do you know my honor?
I don't remember. But yeah, they will. And then it's like they always, especially when people like with moms, like people always like other moms are always like, oh, you're not a good mom because you do this. And like moms try to police how like, I don't know, the mom internet is so entertaining to me. Maybe because I'm not one yet, but the mom side of the internet is just so good. Like seeing you on Twitter.
Oh, a Cancer. Interesting. My sister, she's pretty secretive about her kids too. And she's not even on the internet like that, but like she barely posts them children. Yeah. Nothing about them. That's why I asked her, because I was doing a reading vlog and it was their birthday. So I asked her if I could put them in the video and she didn't care. But like she doesn't ever really post them or anything like that. Because like comparatively, one person who was in her wedding, one of her bridesmaids, she literally posts them kids every day. I see her kids more than I see my own niece and nephew because every day there's pictures of them ugly ass kids. I don't want to see her kids.
See, and that's why Monet won't post her kids because she don't.
Well, some people are really weird because my best friend, she doesn't post her kids because she had a coworker who would like print out her pictures off Facebook and give them to her on pillows and stuff. So she sent me a picture where she had her son and she's like, I'm just sending it you here so you can see what he looks like. I'm not posting him online because of this.
No, people get so weird. Like, did you guys see? This is a random thing that happened. I don't know why I know this, but like Tanya Mangu had a picture of Kylie Jenner's baby on her phone, and mind you, she's not friends with Kylie Jenner, So like people like noticed that it was her lock screen, and everybody was like, "Why the fuck do you have this child as like your lock screen?" And I'm like, I could never be a celebrity because that's crazy.
Yeah, I remember that. Everyone was like, that's really creepy for you to have someone else's child as your lock screen.
Yeah.
No, it is, yeah. But like, for example, she popped in here for a second. I don't think y'all know her. Maybe Vina. Heather from Hia Booktubes. Or
Mhm.
yeah, yeah, she is a mom. And like we all know it. But her kids are not like in the videos that much. They're just like we just know that she's a mom. Sometimes her kids are screeching in the background a little bit. But she talks about like being a mom, like with reading and like not how
mean-
she balances it, but I like that.
I love that.
Like Kayla does too. Like
Kayla does too, and her kid is really not in her videos that much.
Yeah,
I mean,
and
he
he's
is
not- yeah.
sometimes because now he's like almost grown.
Right. I'm like, that's almost like a high schooler.
It's a little different, but like before, like a couple years ago, he was barely in it compared to now.
Yeah.
He's in it more than ever now, but
But I
he's
think
still
that's-
not like in it. She's not like, oh my god, here's my kid.
Yeah.
But I
Like,
think that's
people who
good
are
because
just-
you never know. Like maybe your kid might not want to be on the like they might look back and be like, oh, I wish I was never like on the internet, or you know.
Yeah, and maybe that's why she waited a little longer to.
And I
put
know
him in
that
videos.
Kayla used to have a channel before BookTube. Oh my god, this is gonna show how much. Anyways, this
You
is gonna
already
be-
said you already showed how much. Just by
I
that
know
one
she used to have a channel, but she talked about it on her BookTube channel before. But she had a channel before BookTube where she talked about being a mom. But like she didn't show her kid that much or nothing. But like she used to like what was it? I can't even remember. She did cloth diapering. So like her channel was like a lot about like cloth diapering and like motherhood stuff.
Mhm.
But he did that before BookTube, like when he was like a baby.
Mm.
Because I mean, babies are the ones in diapers, not children. So makes sense, you know. But she used to do that, and I think the videos are still up there.
You would know. You're talking about some eye thing. I think you know.
Okay, me and Kayla have been like this for a long time. Okay. She put me in that booktuber video for reading booktubers favorites of 2021. Everybody else in there has hella more subscribers than me, and there's just my little face like in the corner. Actually, it's this way.
You're so funny. The way that you remember that angle is just so funny to me.
I just showed someone recently. That's why I was like at the top too. I was like this, and I was like, it was really funny to me.
That was actually recommended to me today. I mean, I watched it. I don't know why it recommended it to me
You
again,
can be
but I was
weird.
watching Meg's booktuber battle that was posted today,
Mhm.
and yeah, it popped back up like the one where Kayla read all of your favorites, and I
She
saw your-
hated it.
I
I
know.
was never more embarrassed in my entire life.
I don't
Yeah.
remember what my book was. But
No,
yeah.
because she tried to read Wolf Song, and I was like, I don't know why you would do that. And then she read Jar of Hearts by Jennifer Hillier, and she hated that book.
I
But then-
love that book.
I like that book too, but
I never
I said I
met a
loved
person
it.
that didn't like it.
I'm not in the market for cloth diaper content. That was so long ago. But I don't know. Cloth diapers, they're good for the environment or something. I don't know.
Ugh, I can just imagine the cleanup and ugh.
I mean,
No.
maybe when they're like, like when they drink just like milk before they eat like solid food, like their excrements are not as bad.
No, like they're just as
Excellent.
bad. That's when they have the explosive.
But it doesn't smell, because trust me, my niece and nephew do not, they smell 10 bajillion times worse now than they did way back when they were first born. They smell rancid, like a garbage dump. They smell horrific. I'm like, literally go anywhere else. Literally, I don't want to see your face. Don't want to see you. Just get away from me. Not it's just as bad. I swear they did not smell. They did not smell like that. They
Like,
smell.
are you talking about the first month they didn't smell?
No,
Or,
before they had solid food, like in
No,
the first
I'm
like
sorry.
3-4
Babies
months.
smell terrible no matter what.
They didn't smell that bad to me. I mean, they didn't smell good, but now it's unbearable. I'm like, I'm not even changing this diaper. I'm not dealing with it. Someone else can, because I'll let you sit there. Because I'm not the one. Monty, I'm weak.
Why? Because you don't have a favorite book?
I was about to say the exact same thing. Why? Because you have no favorites?
Now Monty likes what's that
Doesn't
series?
he like Yolk?
Anna Kay.
Doesn't he like Yolk?
He likes Anna Kay.
Oh, he likes the Royal series, but like that has a lot of drama, so like duh.
But doesn't he like Yolk?
Yeah, he loves Yo.
That's the only book that I remember him liking. Oh, and Anna Kay, yeah.
And he likes the Royal. What is that freaking Royal series? called?
American Royals. I do like
Yeah.
that book. I haven't read past the first book, but I like that book.
I thought it was fine, but I really
was
liked her series
entertaining.
before then. It was called like The Thousandth Floor. Oh, that was so good.
Oh,
Very
yeah.
successful girl. Like it was so good.
I haven't read that book, but I owned it at one point. I don't think I do anymore.
Yeah, I'm
Well, I
on
don't own them anymore, but it was a fun time.
Yeah. Okay. Do we want to do like another sprint, like a short one, or do we just want to go? Because I don't care. I'm going to be here reading anyways.
I'm probably gonna have to head out.
Okay. I mean, it's almost midnight anyway, so that's why when I was going to cut it off. And my mom just arrived home from work. Wait, those videos are always consensus picks. And my favorites never pop up in a lot of best of years lists. That's true. But the 2 books that she read from me were not consensus picks. Well, the one that she DNF'd and the one that she actually read were just me. But that's fine. Honestly, yeah, we can go because I want to go see my mom. I'm not gonna lie.
That's why I left earlier because I went to go see my mom. We had to talk about like Thanksgiving and stuff like
Oh
that.
yeah, my mom and I talked about Thanksgiving earlier on the phone today because last year she made a grave mistake and I will never let that happen again. Because I was raised with this Puerto Rican food because my godparents, one of them's Puerto Rican, one of my family friends that I call my aunt's Puerto Rican, my brother-in-law is Puerto Rican. So I just eat a lot of Puerto Rican food for holidays. And one of them, one of the foods that we eat is called pernil. It's like a pork roast, and the skin is the best part. And last year she burnt the skin, so we had to peel it off. And I told her that if she does that again this year, she will be facing consequences for her actions. Don't know what they would be, but she truly will because I've never been more hurt. I think I almost cried. I was shedding tears at the dinner table.
I can
It's just so good. But no, it's okay. We can end so I can talk to my mom. But thank you guys for joining, and thanks for my guests for being here. I haven't done sprints in a while, so it was nice. And thank you for celebrating my birthday with me. And hopefully I'll do sprints again soon. I want to do more. But there's always people every single day doing sprints regularly. I'm like, what day can I even do anything?
Just
I
pick a
don't know.
day.
Just do them.
Might
Like,
overlap
You can
with
just
my
do
day,
them like they do them.
I'm going to just pick a day. Yeah.
You
Okay.
probably don't even have the same audience as them.
right.
Some of them I do, like some of my friends, but
And some people might like yours more. Never mind. This feels
I don't
like
know.
this was like in like the little kid shows where they're like, no, I can't have my party because you're having your party the same day as mine.
No, it's not like that. I just don't like stepping on other people's toes.
Yeah, it's like somebody has been doing it for a while, and then I'm like,
Mhm.
hey, I'm gonna start doing sprints at the same exact time. Like,
I'm like, I'm not trying to copy you or anything. Just my schedule.
exactly.
But thank you guys again. I hope y'all have a good night. So good night. I hate this.